Okay. Hey. Hi, Internet.
Welcome back to AetherFlux. This is more Dungeons and Dragons in space.
Space.
You guys are so helpful. And I appreciate it very much. We are temporarily down a
Crew member.
A space Australian.
a space Australian crew member, and we have another alien remoting in on the laptop at the end of the table.
Using a DV.
Using a TV.
Using the DVD.
That's right. Especially rented for this occasion.
Yeah.
Because they are too stupid expensive.
Oh, okay. So, last time, you guys. Whoa, that was loud.
Ding, ding, ding. That wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Was it me?
Must be.
I just realized I could host Oddlaw on the Spork channel, so I'm just doing that real quick. But I am listening. I promise.
Okay. Anyways, last
Don't
time, you guys had some information gathering at Everlight, and had decided to take off towards the Feywild, towards a location marked Qualish on a map that you found. If that's correct, right? Everyone remembers that.
We were planning on doing that.
I don't remember the name.
Took a
but
job
That's right.
yes.
Package.
to deliver something
Polish.
to.
Oh,
Starts with a
that
P.
Polish?
Yeah, you took a job to deliver a package to some remote little planet to some dwarves out there.
I already erased the name.
That's okay. I don't remember it either. It was. I made it up on the spot. We'll figure it out.
Here, use this one.
Gagern Great Forge?
Yes, you delivering a package to him. You delivered the package and went to go and grab some drinks at the local tavern, only to have Uz Dustclaw storm into the place while Moonshadow was giving a performance and attack you guys.
Not me, though.
Well, yeah.
He didn't attack me. I just sort of destroyed him, though.
You fought with him for a bit, and as he decided, whoa, that's not good. They were way more stronger than I thought they were. And the DM was thinking this at the same time. And he decided to run away, and Shadow put him to sleep while he was using his jetpack. And then you guys interrogated the heck out of him, and he was very reluctant to speak with you. He was not a talkative individual. He's one of the silent, evil type of bounty hunters. And
Turned out he was ticklish.
yeah, it was ticklish. That was the only way you guys got him to talk. That's right. And then you turned him to stone.
We're the good guys.
You're the good guys.
Own wall.
What could go wrong? We're the good guys. Okay. So yes, with his own wand. You turned him to stone with his own wand. And you were debating what exactly to do with all of this. You're waiting for a call back from Sildar, potentially, if he finds out any information. And you're at the station still, on your ship, the Audacity.
So we were trying to do what overall, though? This was just a stop.
We were just earning some money on our way to get to where hopefully...
Go to where we believe that spot was. And
That's-
for Qualish, with the
Yeah.
strange Aether Flux.
Yes, the fluctuations. Flux.
In the Feywild space,
Yeah.
which you have only visited via memory book of some sort.
I haven't at all.
Yeah. So, what would you like to do? We'll leave back at the ship?
Well, now that we've got us all under wraps, why don't we investigate his ship, see if he has any information lying around for us?
That sounds interesting. Investigate the ship? What say you? Zorlin.
Sounds like a good idea.
Shadow?
I mean, he's not gonna need it.
And he's going to be pretty far away from it, wherever we head off. So...
Unless we totally do this. I mean,
Let's
let's investigate the ship.
All right. So you're heading off the Audacity then to...
We're gonna let Ricky, or no, Ricky, you're Ricky. We're gonna let Murray know what's going on, where we're going, and I guess we're gonna go. I'll go check out Dustclaw's ship.
All right. Are you taking Droop
one.
with you? Always. Question?
I would vote no.
Droop on the ship.
Droop has duties on the ship.
Oh,
He's gotta
Stay
clean
on the
it.
ship.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't want to give him any chances to collapse back into the whole stealing stuff thing.
Droop steals the Thrall 1, becomes a bounty hunter.
Not my little Droop.
Becomes the new big evil. Overthrows Bulk up.
Okay, so
Oh my god.
Droop the Pirate King.
you guys head off the Audacity and are looking around for the ship that you remember hearing the description of from your other companion when you went out to, whose name it also eludes me.
Little gnome fellow.
The gnome. Yes, the wizard gnome.
From the organization.
From the organization, that's right. So you have a little scout around the station, and you do find his runner. It is a kind of, for the human players at the table, not characters, but the real players, it looks like kind of like a cyberpunk minivan. It has a single door that moves on the side. And it's with no wheels, obviously. It's kind of like a little boxy kind of.
Apparently, Uz, after delivering bounties, drops the kids off at soccer practice. All right, you're searching for traps.
The
Just needs that storage capacity, you know. Form over function, or something. Function over form, I don't know.
What would that be? The investigation?
It's investigation usually to check for traps, yeah. Did we get thieves' tools?
Yes, I got some.
Okay. I felt like we got some, so.
All right. So who's doing? So yeah, there's this. You're at the side of the door of the runner.
Okay. I think anybody can search. Who's got the best investigation?
Ricky will help because he's not good at doing it himself.
+4?
Yeah,
It's better than mine.
yeah I'm a flat roll for investigation, so it's not me.
I'm a -1, so
I guess I'll sniff around
I'll
then.
help you using my incredible intellect.
I shall be helped by all the people. 16. Or
Yeah.
15.
So you see that there is some sort of magical. It looks like some sort of invocation on the door, which is also locked.
So, definitely some sort of magic lock thing happening or something, and the door's also definitely locked. But looks like there's something magic. Can't really tell you what it is because that's magic stuff, and I was really mostly looking for not magic stuff.
I'll take a Arcana check on it. She's pointed it out to me.
Okay. Do you have any detect magic?
Detect magic
no.
spell?
you could from the
Wait, I have Dispel Magic, though, don't I? Is that this character? It is not this character. Never mind. Damn it.
That's the trouble. multiple
D&D
characters.
struggle right there. Wait, can this character do that? No. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wish it's a perfectly good roll on Arcana, then.
You know that it is definitely
Magic.
some magic.
boy, howdy is it?
It is probably some sort of security system.
We didn't strip him, did we?
We did.
We did? We gave him his helmet back?
Yeah, we did it again.
So he's a big naked knoll in a helmet?
His helmet back.
We probably let him keep the clothes. We just took all the stuff.
Is there
You think-
anything in his
You're
stuff?
looking at the. So you did roll pretty high on that Arcana check. You can see some of the underlying magic kind of rolling down and underneath the ship, and it looks like there's some sort of sigil under there.
Okay, so I can look under there and I can see this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does it look like it's a thing that can be taken off or disarmed, or I don't know, man. I wouldn't know that.
It looks like it is some sort of.
I think he's got this thing Mad Maxed.
Yeah, it is some sort of like it is like the magical equivalent of a keypad, but you need to kind of like trace it in the right way or something like that.
Are there windows on it?
Yeah,
Bust
in the
out a
front.
window? Whoa!
Whoa! Cat attack!
I told you.
Kitty cat.
I told you she does that. You're so cute, but go away.
All right.
Already back.
Does the magic appear to be on the window, or just the one side, or?
It's over the doorway.
You try to take a window out.
I mean, we could. Well, let's look on the windows first to see if there's even anything worth looking at in there.
Yeah. So as you kind of like start glancing into the window and trying to get a good look, you realize it's the tinted windows are kind of obscure everything. You can kind of see the helm in there. You can see like the pilot seat and some other stuff that's in there, but it's very difficult to see.
So you're sure this thing isn't gonna like blow up on me if I break the window, right?
Oh no, not at all. I have no idea if that will happen.
Well, it's more likely if you hit the door, but you could try. I mean,
You know what? What's the axe away? Let's use the bow.
Yeah, we could use it. We could try to break the window out. Unless they're armored, then it won't work.
oh my gosh.
So we back up to, well, at least I do, back up to a suitably safe range. Let's say 30 feet.
Great.
Yep, I'm there.
And I line up the shot bow.
And you're shooting at the window.
At a window that is not on the side with the alarm.
You're getting some strange looks from other people at the docks. There's some concern.
It's okay. We are professionals.
They're just kind of like, oh, okay, whatever. Right? Like they don't want to get involved.
This is a
but they're-
religious matter. That
It's
much
a-
go-
Religious matter.
Roll a damage because I'm assuming you're just gonna hit.
I mean, it's not moving.
Right.
So.
It's harder to hit stationary objects than you think.
1d8 plus pierce. Come on. 5.
5. Yeah, it pings off the window. It does leave a scratch. You can see this big scratch in it.
So the windows the Tesla truck wish it had.
Yeah. Also, can we just take a moment to say how cool the Cybertruck is and how much I want one?
Like, my first reaction was like, what's going on there? But the more I look at it, the more I'm like, that actually is kind of cool.
To me, it's a bad prop out of the 80s to 90s.
That-
sci-fi
That's
movie.
what makes it
Exactly
great.
why I want it. That is precisely why I desire it.
I guess.
I completely agree with you. It looks exactly like a bad prop from an 80s movie. So, okay, we can go on now. I'm sorry.
Oh, the other Teslas. Don't get me wrong.
I don't know. Those boring looking. Okay.
So, should I take another shot at this thing, or?
Oh, you did put a scratch on it.
Hey, let me try. I'm gonna. Do I need to roll to attack?
You don't need to roll attack, you just need to roll damage.
I might roll attack anyway. I might crit on it.
Okay, if you want to roll to attack and see if you can crit, I will allow that. That's fine. You can try to do
Then
a
I can
really
also
nice
critical
shot.
fail.
Yes.
On a 20, you hit exactly where the scratch was.
I also rolled 1 damage, which
Did
is
you roll it to hit?
yeah, I did. It was an 18
Oh, okay.
plus like 5.
Okay.
I'm assuming
You hit
it's a window.
You've hit the stationary window.
You didn't
yes.
even make him roll.
I know.
I'm
There goes.
the window shifts, right? I rolled a 1, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage. You also scratch the window.
I would like to throw a rock at it.
Oh, a rock.
Okay, sure. There's some rocks around.
Okay. What should I even roll for damage for a rock? I said that
I think
out loud.
a
Probably be like a
1d4.
D4.
First.
D4.
D4?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wonder if anybody has stats for that.
they do. I mean, there's a
Yeah,
spell to
1d4.
find rocks.
1d4.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Pretty much any improvised weapon
I
is.
rolled 1 damage.
What is with this? This window.
You also scratch the window slightly.
No matter what the
Oh, yeah?
modifier.
Yeah?
Maybe Daenerys light can spread some window. I don't know. That messed it up. I don't need to hit, right? I can just
Right. That's just for looking for crits.
Crits and fails. Hey, not a 1.
Not a 1. 4.
We also scratch the window. Yeah.
If I had said my line right,
I'm gonna cast knock on the window.
Okay, what does that do?
A lot. It magically unlocks it and opens it if it can open, I think. Or should I cast shatter? Shoot.
well,
I'm not used to having these spells.
does knock work against traps, or does it disarm traps?
I think it disarms magical locks, actually, but I don't know that that's a lock, that thing. Shoot.
I mean, that might just be a window.
Yeah, I would if you're gonna use knock,
I would use it on the door.
an object you can see can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, or other object that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. A target that is held shut by the mundane lock is stuck or barred, it becomes unlocked or unstuck. You could totally use knock on the door.
I'm gonna use knock on the door.
Okay.
I think that makes sense. I highly recommend you all prepare the dodge action in case this explodes.
I'm gonna move any civilians out of the way of the A-team van here.
Yep. Yeah, that's almost exactly what it looks like. It's black and it has the little red going on and it has the fin on the top. Totally. I love that. There is a loud, audible as Moonshadow casts this spell. People can hear all throughout the whole station.
Did you unlock everything?
It has a 300-foot range of hearing the knock.
Oh.
It's a loud knock.
And you hear click.
Does the magic thing still kind of look like it's a magic thing?
No, it's the what you see is that the thing is unlocked, and yes, and the magic has turned off. Yes, that's
Shadow's going to kind of gesture in, sort of like, I did it, I think, but I'm scared. Sort of like, anybody want to go?
Well, first I'm going to get my arrow back after it bounced off that window. Put that away.
Daenerys will protect me. I shall enter first.
You're sure about that? 39 HP? Yeah, nah.
That's all right. I have faith.
What are we, level
I
4?
suggest preparing the dodge action either way.
I'll do that.
Okay. So you're opening
Yeah.
you're gonna slide along the side. Opens up. There's the inside of the ship. There's a little bit of like dust that rolls out. A little bit of like and like a little smoke comes out of the sides. It feels it's a very dark interior. Yeah.
I'll cast light on the wall.
Okay. You can see inside, and there is there's a cot. There is kind of what appears to be kind of a fold-up lavatory, like a little place, a little bathroom.
Pop-up outhouse?
There's all these like
in Firefly.
yeah, there's all these like little things that come off the walls that look like they can be turned into counter spaces and things like that.
It's like a tiny house.
It's like a tiny house.
The bounty hunter has himself an RV.
It's basically an RV, and there are weapon parts lying around on the ground. There is a lot of little cabinets and things like that. They're all closed. You can see that there's a little path that goes off to the front of the vehicle, where the helm probably is.
Well, should we look around?
Indeed.
Let's do that.
17 for investigation.
You're looking just into there. What are you looking for?
Oh,
You haven't walked in, right? Yeah.
No, I'm walking in.
You're walking in.
I'm walking in. I'm gonna start opening stuff.
Okay. As you step on the floor in front of the,
I hate the word "as" when it begins a sentence.
As you do this.
as you step on the floor in the vehicle, you hear this wham, like this, like vroom, like
Something
an alarm has
charging
gone
up,
off. Something
or-
that's charging up, and would like there's a burst of fire that comes down from the ceiling.
Oh, what kind of
Make
save?
a dexterity saving throw. You're the only one that went in.
Advantage
Didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get
Yep.
saving for dexterity. That's not my best stat. Oh, and 9.
You're going to have a cleric nugget in a minute here. Deep fried.
Stop picking up dice.
Oh no! You're momming happily.
Too many dice.
I just realized
Revenge
the
of
activity
the
of the
ship.
healer going first.
Oh yeah.
I think 22 fire damage.
Balls.
Oh! Wow!
I just like jump on the dock. I'm doing rolling around.
I was like hitting you with like a cloth. Like, no, God. Oh, God.
All right, I'm definitely casting heal on myself because burns are incredibly painful.
Burns are hurty.
What is that? Wait, did I accidentally delete it? No, cure one. There it is. Hi.
You haven't deleted heal.
Whoops.
So I'm gonna just do another scan of the immediate doorway space
Yeah.
for traps.
Well, at this point, you know there's a trap.
There's one. Does it reset? Are there more
You
after
can
it?
do an investigation.
I'm gonna help.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty high. It could get higher. You're good. All right. 23.
Oh yeah. You can tell that there is a switch plate on the floor. That it looks like the other system would have disabled it. But you disabled it.
Ah.
So now you can tell that, like, if you touch that plate that's there, that's like the entire, like, to get into the vehicle at all, it's going to set those fire things off. You think maybe if you can wedge something other under it or dispel it, you might be able to turn it.
All right.
If you have, like, some sort of, like a spike or something.
Jeez. All right, let's see here. If I wedge one of my hand axes down on the plate, can I fit the edge of the hand axe down
What
there?
kind of spacing do we have to deal with? Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. You'll have to leave it in there while you're walking around.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Yep, so you do that, you jam it in there, like, really good. Maybe hit it with the other axe on the back to get it kong, 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 kong.
Yep.
All right.
I like it.
It's okay. I still have so many more weapons.
It's fine, friends. I've healed myself. Thank you for your concern.
I think you'd be all right.
I'm just like slightly purple.
I mean, Daenerys protected you, right? And that
I
other
think our
person.
space Australian has arrived.
Hey.
Tucker!
Hey.
He's here to tell you you're all right.
We almost accidentally made our cleric into a chicken nugget.
Okay.
Zorlin, what'd you say?
Metal pit nugget.
of the Nook and Nugget.
So, I'm interested in how this happened.
We were trying to get into the bounty hunter's ship.
Oh.
I disabled the immediate booby trap on the door, but the plate right after the doorway was really burny, really lots of fire.
Taking a spark of inspiration from our odd lot shenanigans, eh? Okay.
You do. Well, I dive straight in. Thanks.
Yeah.
Turn your battery on.
Turn it on, and I'll turn you up over here.
Plug it in.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Say something.
Okay, so if you look at the door, you notice the scorch marks around it, you might not want to touch that again.
Yeah. Okay. But
Thank you for pointing out the obvious.
Just,
Oh my gosh.
just helping out. That's all.
all right. So you've disarmed the trap.
Mm-hmm.
What's next?
I'm going to stand outside this time.
I
I
prepare
would
the
like
dodge
to look at
action.
some of those tiny cabinets.
Tiny
Okay.
cat.
Are you just opening them up?
After seeing our cleric get roasted, what do you do?
I'm gonna stop asking that kind of
I'm
question.
preparing the dodge action first, but yes, I am essentially just opening some up.
Okay.
Does that give you advantage on dexterity saving throws?
Yes.
Yeah. As you open this thing up, there are what are they called? Same things that you guys have. My brain is just turned off. The guns that
Crossbow
are
guns?
like crossbow guns and the longbow guns and things like that. There's just like a lot of them.
It's got a whole arsenal of.
There's an arsenal behind this.
I want to grab some ammo
Oh.
then.
I'm gonna take if he's got a longbow gun. Because I only have a cross. I don't know. Is that the different damage wise?
Oh, there they are.
It's a
Longbow's a 1d8.
Then I had the wrong stat there. So I said crossbow comma light.
Crossbows are also 1d8.
Well,
the
are
range
they?
is different and the loading mechanism is different.
Oh, then so just keep it.
I think. Because short bows are 1d6.
Mhm.
I think like large, regular sized crossbows and not light crossbows are. Am I wrong?
we have
That
that.
sounds right, but then there's like the heavy crossbow, which I guess would be about similar as the longbow.
I just want to say we have an actual Australian in the chat.
Oh.
What? Oh! Quick!
Uh-oh.
This is a tremendous amount of pressure, and I apologize for sullying the great and wonderful name of Steve Irwin. But at least right now he's named David Buckman. And I mean, this is like his.
That was Darvin.
Well, right, but I mean, it's Space Steve Irwin.
You said David Buckman.
Or Darvin Buckman, excuse me.
You're still getting into character. It's fine. You just got here.
Just still settling
I
in.
just thought it was funny. That's all. Okay.
Is he
So-
upset?
David feels a little better off the top.
Is the Australian upset?
No, I don't think so. I think they're
Just
very
disclaiming
amused.
off the
He
bat,
hasn't
you know what I
spoken
mean?
enough yet.
Covering my ass while I'm ahead, you know?
Just wait. It'll happen. You'll be speaking and they'll be like, that's it. Unfollowed. I quit. So insulted. I'm going to call Australia and ban you.
Sorry to derail you guys. What are you doing? What taking any weapons? Are you leaving them?
It sounds like there was a longbow. Apparently heavy crossbows are 1d10.
Wow.
So those are, fancy.
Wow.
Wow. But they have that whole loading mechanism, so you can't double shoot them the way you can with bows.
Yeah.
So longbow sounds good if you have proficiency in it.
I do because.
Grab it. Maybe check for traps.
Those then.
Well, I'm not in there, so I'll just if there's a long.
I will grab one for you.
Hey, I appreciate that, my monk friend.
I've been like passively tagging along then, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
How big is the space
Absolutely.
inside?
I could see you eyeing it when I was using mine. I thought you might enjoy this.
Indeed.
It's about 10 foot across.
Alright, so enough for 2 people.
Yeah. Comfortably move around in here.
Okay, I'm gonna get in there, prepare my dodge action, and I'm going to investigate for any hidden panels.
Okay. Yeah, do an investigation check.
Check for people too, like prisoners.
Oh God, 7.
Yeah, doesn't seem funny.
I do get a minus 1 on my investigation.
Oh no.
As you are looking around, though, you do open up a curtain into the back, like the back area, just past the cot, and there's a spot with like bits of stone on the floor, like little bits and crumbles. It looks like this is where you would have been captive.
Does it look like it was made like extra safe so the person wouldn't fall over or anything like that?
No, it looks like you could pack a couple bodies in here. They were
And
not
then-
moving.
Whatever happens, come what may.
Yeah.
Sharp turn a little too hard. And crap.
Can I do a
like currently any stoned people in here?
There are not. There are not. He was making room for. He looks like he was probably making room for, say like 5 people.
Oh, yeah, okay. Gotcha.
What do you want to do?
Did he have anybody in there recently? I just wanted to make like an investigation.
Okay, sure. I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. 19.
Yeah. You see. You think that there probably hasn't been anybody since the last the one that you know of, which is the guy that you rescued. So it looks like he picked up your this job right afterwards.
Okay.
Does anybody want to take a look at the helm area to make sure it's not also trapped horribly?
I do not.
Reasonable.
Well, I could give it a try. 14.
All right, and you're just looking into the area.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
kind of anything obvious.
Yeah, you don't see any traps in there.
Okay. So far, so good.
Does he have like any more panels like in the front?
Things to open up.
Yeah.
There's some panels. There's some like like a dash. The dash has little like drawers in it.
Prepare that dodge, open a drawer.
Okay, so you're walking in there.
Yep.
And you opened up one of these drawers. It pops open, and there's some paper in there.
Alright, I'm gonna rifle through, see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, you find
Maybe bounties for us.
you find bounties for each of you with crude drawings of your likeness.
They all have. Do they have our names?
Yes, they do.
What does
They
mine
know
look like?
that. How?
What does mine look like?
Yeah. It looks you looks very cool, and you look like it's very buff.
But I mean, like, is it Bird Ricky or is it Jacked Guy Ricky?
It's Bird Ricky.
What?
Yeah.
How'd they figure that out?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm surprised and suspicious about this.
Pirate Lord guy put this out, right? So he's probably got sources.
Yeah, it does say that it's Bolgup. They're from Bolgup, the Pirate King. Because you're rifling through these, do another investigation check real quick.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Ooh.
16.
Yeah, you're noticing some documancy on here. You don't know what it says or what it does exactly, but you do know that there's some arcane aspects to these contracts.
How much are we worth?
Oh, he told you already, didn't he? Yeah.
I don't remember.
Well,
Were we
Did he?
worth a lot?
Yeah, because you tried to give him an amount.
Oh, like we'll pay you more to not go. And he said
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that because there's.
That's what happened. That's
He
right.
didn't tell us
he
how much
didn't
we
tell
were
you.
worth, I don't think.
Is there one that's like startlingly lower than the rest of them?
You are each worth 2,000 gold.
I'm worth 2 spell stones.
could buy multiple DVs with that.
Which of the crew do we not really need?
I start looking nervously from left and right.
What would happen if you cast or disguised someone as you and then stoned them? I wonder if we'd get the reward if we could disguise.
This guy, somebody as a crew member, turn in the stone.
Oh my god, I love it!
Oh my.
We could unfreeze
Unfreeze
Dustclaw,
and dress him up.
dress up as him.
Oh my god.
We could pull the Princess Leia heist
A little bit, yeah.
when she brought Chewie in.
What if we did that with like some disguised Warforged, and then like we froze them, and it was actually somebody willing to fight with us instead of some guy we just grabbed.
Well, I was thinking if we polymorphed Dustclaw, I mean this is perfect justice. You polymorph Dustclaw to look like one of us.
Can you
Turn him to
polymorph
stone.
into playable character type things, or is it only creatures?
Or,
It would have to be some sort of disguise
Yeah.
spell as an attack instead of on self.
You can't
would
usually
be-
target.
That I don't know. You guys don't know what you could do to do that. That's out of your.
It would have to be like some sort of strong polymorph, right? Because you can't like stone an illusion.
The next doppelganger we get.
What about the hat?
They gotta want to become the person with the hat, and I'm not giving up my hat.
It's a cool hat. Yeah.
Yeah, and these contracts are to Dustclaw.
So you definitely pocket on those though.
All right.
What if we brought in not somebody who was polymorphed, looked like one of us, but an actual statue of one of us?
Ooh, out of stone, like pay a sculptor.
And we hit a bomb inside it.
Collect our bounty. Click.
So
Nick.
Yeah.
And now if you'll excuse us, we really have to be going.
I guess this raises the question, like if you flesh to stone somebody, right, like a character or an NPC, and you cast detect life on that thing, would there still be life?
Is there a detect life?
Well, I don't know if there is.
Yeah,
You can detect certain types of creatures.
You can. They are still technically alive.
So it would
He
be
can
like
break it out.
living stone, right?
He could have if you guys didn't like do it over and over again until he was toast.
Sorry.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I've never really gotten high enough level with any of these characters to figure out like if there was a detect life spell, or even looked. But if somebody somehow were able to verify, like, if our statue was alive or not, or was once a living thing, that might be trouble.
Detect magic would probably do it.
Nope,
You know that they were magically stoned instead of.
Just normal stone.
Yeah.
Now I need to see what happens if you cast on the flesh.
I mean, like, what could go
On a
wrong?
statue.
They would just put a bounty out on us. They've already done that.
You.
Well, I mean, we'd be like right there trying to cash in on said bounty, and then be like, wait a minute.
I'm just seeing like a boneless flesh.
Oh gosh, what? Oh!
I don't know why. That's immediately what comes to mind. It's
No,
like
that's
the stone does turn to flesh. That's what you got.
Oh my goodness!
No, that's probably what would happen now.
Oh wow!
You know, like you see those
That is
jelly
some
simulations
Rick and
of people.
Morty
It's like just
level.
look.
That is Rick and Morty levels of messed up.
That is brilliant and hilarious.
All right, so you guys are in the ship.
Are there any other points of interest? Since we don't have a map or picture.
The helm. You've looked at the main
There's no
quarters area and this. So in the helm, you can see that there's also like diviner stuff and ops stuff accessible from the seat.
So you still got everything that a normal ship would have.
Yes, and this thing is like souped up. This is
Like how so?
it is like it's a custom build, and it looks like somebody's done a lot of work recently on this to make it fancy.
How fast does it go?
It's not that big, is it? It's just it's like the size of a minivan. We could tow it.
My knock spell is only disabling the magic. It doesn't do it forever, but I can always do it again.
Aw.
Hey,
That was cute. I want to watch it on stream.
All right, what do you get doing?
Let's see. Anything else in any of the compartments in the helm room?
Yeah, there's some other like papers and diagrams and things like that, but nothing that seems relevant.
Based on the size of the ship from the outside, does it seem like it's the right size on the inside?
Yes.
It's not the TARDIS.
No, I mean also like if there's like a hidden room or something like that.
Yeah, no. It's pretty Spartan. Is that the right word?
Do we see any sparse?
Well, Spartan would be
Spartan.
like, almost militaristically like
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
spare. Yeah.
That's why we just leave it
Do
alone.
you see any money?
Oh yeah.
or a kitchen area.
Like if he's doing all this bounty stuff,
Kitchen?
or a kitchen area.
Yeah, that fold. There's one of the things that folds down as a. It looks like it's like a table for preparing things, and yeah, you find some like jerky, things like that, stuff that's not too palatable but would be good for long-term space travel.
I take some of his jerky.
Okay, you got some
All right.
rations.
Yeah.
Any gold anywhere? Check under the seats.
In the seat cushion, you know, like in
Okay, do an investigation check in the front again for some gold, and you can look under the seats.
Oh god. One.
Oh.
You find a copper.
Hey.
Hey, found one in the cushion.
Ooh, there's stuff. I want to look.
Yeah, I want to check for like little secret like floorboards or like little boxes that might actually like
Okay.
hold something that don't look like they should. That kind of like secret
Okay.
things.
Yeah.
But what did you roll first,
Oh, did-
Thorland?
I rolled a 15.
15.
Okay, you didn't find anything.
Not even a copper?
Oh, what are you doing? Sorry. Let me try that again.
I was digging through the seats like Ricky was.
Oh, okay.
He saw
Yeah.
I found the copper.
Yeah, you find 2 gold.
Oh,
To Ricky.
yeah,
Here, you missed these.
Oh, you give it to
oh, thanks.
him? That's adorable.
You have one too.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Friendship.
So you're searching for hidden compartments
Hidden
in the
compartments
floor.
and boxes in the floor and stuff. Ooh, that's 19 plus 4, 23.
Yeah, you do manage to find a hidden spot compartment in the floor.
Uh-huh. 'Cause he's got to have gold somewhere if he's bounty hunting everything. That's my thought, at least.
That or he's really bad at it, despite having the name.
He's real scary and real bad. What I get?
He's just really average Joe about being a awesome murderer, you know.
So yeah, there are. Hold on. Let me do a.
Please don't let there be like small, like his children are like on the ground, like waiting for their dad to come back.
Don't give him ideas.
Papa Desk Claw?
Oh, that Mind Flayer cartoon you posted was just horrible. The one where they killed the... Wasn't it you?
Probably. I remember I'd posted a few that were a little cringy.
No, it was like they killed the Mind Flayer. The adventurers killed the Mind Flayer. All he has on him is a potion to cure disease, and then the next panel is the Mind Flayer family.
Wife and the kids. Like, where's Daddy with the medicine?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, but they're mind flayers though.
Yeah, screw Life Flayer.
Sorry, I'm trying to find something that.
Literally no good comes from them.
That's
for
flayist.
anyone.
That's flanced.
It's true though.
Oh.
Shoot, half the time not even for their own kind.
random generators moving real stuff.
You know, we just have to find a sustainable way to give them brains, right? Maybe just have, like, tofu brain lying around.
Vegetarian mind players. Cauliflower. Noodles.
Jello in those brain molds.
Just make cauliflower sentient.
Broccoli
So
tops.
Have it read a couple books, and then it's like, all right, that's just enough.
Yeah, there you find a little a little box in under one of these boards that you're able to pull up, and inside that box is 210 silver and 100 gold.
Sweet. We'll split that amongst ourselves. Is there a
Some kind
easy
of reasonable amount.
how much that is for everybody, so we can update it live?
So you use 210 silver and how much gold?
20 gold each.
20 gold each.
Oh, nice.
And 42 silver. Wait, no, that's not right. Is it?
How much silver did you say?
210.
210?
Yeah. Yeah, 42.
Right.
Did you get that, Tucker?
Yep, 20 gold and 40 silver, right?
220.
42 silver. I believe.
Sorry, how much silver?
It's the
42.
Same as in the Hitchhiker's Guide. 42.
42. Excellent. The answer to life, the universe, and everything.
And our money problems.
Heyo.
Right. What's next?
Fritz! The heck,
All
man?
right.
Come here.
I think we've ransacked all we could out of here.
Okay.
Good find on that one, Moonshadow. That's way better than a cushion change.
Good thinking, though. I should do that more often.
Just to clarify, is this a base or like his ship again?
It's a
It's a
little
runner.
ship.
This is the
It's
Like
like
his
a
RV.
That's
Okay.
what the 18 band.
I mean, are the keys still in the ignition?
So both runners and ships are set up so that anybody that can get to the helm, the chair that controls the ship, can fly it. So yeah, there's a helm here, and you don't need
I
keys.
vote against taking the booby-trapped ship.
I vote against it too. I think it would be much more satisfying to leave it here in dock, and should Dustclaw ever get unstoned, imagine the fees you'll have to pay.
The impounding.
Yeah.
Adding insult to injury. I like it.
And then after he gets it paid off, he goes in and sees all the stuff's been taken.
It's alright, at least I've still got that 2 gold and 1 copper in the cushions.
No! Suddenly it's not about the bounty anymore.
All right. What do you guys want to do? Heading out of the.
I'm going to close the door.
Okay.
We're all set. We're just going to leave it. You guys agree?
Yeah, I
Yep.
think so.
And I'm I don't want to scratch the paint. But
You already scratched the windows.
yeah, but you
One
can replace
window.
a window. Here's the paint. That's a big cost. I agree with John Travolta in Pulp
Yep.
Fiction. You don't mess with another man's ride.
It doesn't look. It's not. I mean, it's pretty worn.
Okay.
You know, it's seen some tough times.
Do I have any ink on? I probably do. Yeah, I'm always writing things down. I was going to write booby trapped on the door.
Okay, excellent. Okay.
Like with what? Like charcoal or something?
I got ink.
Okay. Did we break the lock or anything getting in?
I cast knock.
Yeah.
Do we want
I
to?
magically.
It'll go back to being locked once the spell is
Magic
up.
to know.
Oh, okay.
It'll be magic. Technically, I don't think the door physical lock goes back to being locked, but the magical runes that are gonna roast you are definitely still in place.
We could pick it closed. I could pick it locked, I guess.
Oh, I removed my hatchets.
Oh yeah. Okay. Of course.
Because
Of course.
my hatchet. My hatchet. I throw that.
All right. What are you guys doing now?
Should we just get heading out to
Qualish?
Qualish?
Wait, is Qualish the place or the name of the guy we're looking for? Because I'm kind of a little fuzzy on those details.
Possibly
is the guy.
both?
A little fuzzy on these details.
It is definitely the guy.
Yeah. So these
Qualish, yeah.
four met a fictional version of Qualish.
Okay.
In a book. That was that whole book adventure.
If he's fictional, what makes you think there's an individual going anywhere at all?
It was in the biographies.
It was a biography section book, yeah.
Wait,
That's not
fictional
fiction.
biography?
No, the
Well-
biography wasn't fictional, but the character that they met was.
Of him that we met.
It wasn't actually Qualash. It was a...
It wasn't a reasonable representation.
You met a fictional Qualish in a novel.
in a biography.
And a historically
was-
recorded, accurate tome.
It was a representation of
The
a
real-
real situation.
That happened 100 years
Thank you.
ago.
A true story.
Give it to a space Australian to speak sense.
Right. To recap what you guys have found out, then the reason that you've been heading in this direction.
Fritz, let him see.
I mean, the view's right here.
It'd be great if your cat came up too.
Oh, he can't sit on that.
buddy,
He cannot sit on the
buddy,
keyboard.
No, not the keyboard. She whiz.
I'm sure it's very warm.
It's probably nice and toasty.
Fine,
Okay.
over
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Cats. Oh my gosh,
Cats.
cats. Okay. So
Ugh.
you four found out that. Well, first of all, the first thing you found mentioning this was a book in Zook's treasure chest
Right.
that
map.
said there was a map pointing to a point in the Feywild that said Qualish.
Okay, I remember that.
Okay. You four went and found information at the library that said that Qualish was a part of the Circle of Wizards with Zook. You guys found out that that this cartographer was scouting out the edge of the Feywild and met Qualish, and that's how you met him. That was in his biography. And that Qualish had a companion named Gearbox who was with him.
Who was a
A Modron.
Modron.
A Modron, yes.
The little round ones.
Wasn't there something else? There was like we had like a huge like puzzle thing that said something about the circle of some sort, right?
Yes.
That was like
Nivik-
all like
Ni-
during your prayer thing, right?
Yes, Nivik went and talked
right.
at the at his to his tome and heard from Denier that he should seek the circle.
Which is a big part of why we're going there now. Is because we're like, that's the only circle we know of that makes sense for this situation. Although, did we figure out what the rest of that meant? Like, there was a lot in that
There
message.
was a lot, yes.
There's a lot in that, and also that you guys know that the time period for this for Qualish meeting the cartographer is significantly
Predated the war, right?
yes pre-war, like in the 600s.
And we're in the what hundreds now?
You are in the
2,229 ST.
So it has been like, it's gone to the point where it's practically legend. It's not even,
Yeah, this was an old book.
yeah.
I thought did the war end in 1894? I've got war next to the number
1894 is the beginning of the Great War, and the Great War ends in 1996.
I see. Yeah.
Cat's trying to overheat my laptop. Okay. So,
I wanted to, do you want me to hear about the rest of the dream? Or is that,
Yeah, let's just
Okay.
double check over that and see if there's anything we should.
I specifically asked about, what's her name there?
Lyra?
Yeah. She's never quite what I think she is. When is truth a worthless thing to know, and even less to speak aloud? Okay, I don't know what that means. She's chaotic but not evil, deceptive, not malicious. She enjoys deception and trickery of others. She is not often directly interacted with others, just follow her. So for her to interact with us was extremely weird. knowledge. Listen. Illusion is made with purpose. Okay.
Behind the veil of lies is knowledge. Listen with care and you will find it. Illusion is made with purpose.
Okay. I don't think I got all that, but that's it. All right. Then let's see. Nivek, the goddess. The goddess and I have something in common. Leave something behind to move forward. Seek out the circle. Recover the key. Tame beasts. Summon guardian.
Tame beasts. Summon guardian. What beasts? What guardian?
Great Stone Fritz.
I've tamed this beast.
Have you though?
Really?
Because I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's possible. It seems that way now.
Left to his own devices, he'll probably chew all your stuff. So I don't know. If
Alright,
that's
so
tame.
what you doing? What do you want to do?
Get heading towards Squallish.
All right.
I think that's the way to go.
All right. You go get on back on board the Audacity to your stations and start taking off and head into warp, I assume, towards Feywild space.
Yep.
Awesome. So there's some things that you know, Ricky, especially about Feywild space, just because you're a pilot. Generally, you don't go there. That's rule number one. Nobody goes to Feywild space. Nobody that's reputable has gone into Feywild space and come back. It's not like a thing that you do. First off, you can't warp through it. You know that there will be a warp cutoff point where it is just not safe to move at that speed because you will run into something. And you will have to move at standard ship speeds, which are pretty fast, but not warp. Yeah, and people go down into the edges of it, but further deeper, as deep as you guys are planning on going, is not a normal thing to do.
And you can't even bring a ship that deep, right?
That's right. Well, you may be able to.
Depending on where we
You
are.
can, depending on the pilot, and depending on what you decide to do.
It's like Heart of Darkness stuff. Awesome.
Right.
Yes, read that? Does it count? No? Christine?
I
played the game.
recognize the name.
Basis for Apocalypse Now.
Oh, okay.
I think the game was based on a different thing then.
Right.
Same name though.
So yeah, it's a couple more days trip till you reach the no warp zone. Anything you guys want to do while you're on your way?
Prepare more granola bells.
Okay. All right.
Work with Droop on the making him good. Basically, I'm trying to make him good.
Giving
You're
him
trying to
some more
improve his morale.
morality.
Morality, yeah.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
morale.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
morality.
Okay.
And see and keep testing him for any other possible proficiencies or strengths.
Yeah.
I would like to help Droop improve his handwriting. Zorlin has studied calligraphy, and looking at his at Droop's handwriting hurts a little.
Yeah. So that goes pretty well. The moral thing. He acts like he's getting it.
Yeah.
He acts like he's getting it.
Handwriting drastically improved.
Hey,
Any strengths or tendencies come out?
He does seem to like magic at this point. He enjoys fiddling with his magic book and trying to write down spells. He's not great at it, but he does seem to enjoy it a bit.
See, he's got Prestidigate now, right?
I'm sorry?
Prestidigitate?
Yeah.
He has
Or what?
identify.
He has
Yeah,
identify.
Didn't he get something? Oh, we realized he couldn't learn it.
We were gonna buy a scroll, and then he
Yeah.
remembered that
That's not how.
weird things happened.
Yeah, that's not how that works quite.
Yeah.
For him, at least.
All right. All right. Days pass. You are hanging out on the ship, and you get to the de-warp space. You know you're getting there because you can start to see the glow at the core of the galaxy. You can start to see what looks like a star start to get brighter and brighter and brighter, and almost as you're heading towards the sun, but you recognize that you're much farther away from whatever this giant bright light is. And also the space around it starts taking on a shade of green. It looks, you're starting to see the hue of Feywild space. And when you get to a spot where you think now would be a good time to stop, you cut out of warp and you can start to see lush asteroids beginning to pass by.
Are they doing that weird thing where the tendrils start growing from one to another?
Yeah, as you keep moving through this space, the brush of trees and vines and fungus start to grow in between all of these spaces, and you're not at that point yet, but you see like one or two that have grown together and are kind of tumbling off to the side, things like that.
All right.
What is the cause of the greenness of the space? Like, is it
It is the actual like plant life that gets thicker the closer you
the
get in.
light reflecting off the greenery? Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Filming.
Spellstone.
Taking pictures, filming.
Yeah, and so you've come. Oh yeah, and
Does the fauna here look like the fauna where I thought I was?
yes. You guys, you four recognize this kind of stuff. You were
It's
in a
not
much
exactly
deeper.
the same place.
You were in a much deeper spot, but you recognize this kind of. It looks like Feywild space. Now you know that you're entering Feywild space, and it looks like you were in Feywild space,
Okay.
but deeper in. I mean, the book was deeper in.
Is this like a rainforest sort of deal, or is it more like deciduous coniferous sort of deal?
Yes, different spots. Yes.
Okay.
They're
Everything and
different
everything.
Yeah,
Magical
This is
green land.
This is super face space.
Cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Darwin. We're not going to be trapped in here for 6 years.
Oh no! Yeah, how's Darwin doing?
Well, normally when I can manage how long I'm in here, I love this sort of stuff. There's, rainforests, there's pine trees, there's all sorts of wonderful things. But not for 6 years.
I mean, bits of it remind me of home, but yeah, it's extra weird.
What kind of trees do you actually have at home?
It's kind of rainforesty.
And lots of floating rocks and stuff too.
If basically the movie Avatar, where all the floating islands and whatnot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So this is kind of similar,
Hopefully with a better plot.
but in space
Instead
instead of.
was good.
Where's Ennis?
All right, you're
Where
reaching
the sky
the
always meets the land.
end of your day period.
That only took a day to get there?
No,
Oh, okay.
but
You were really confusing
this is
me for a
the
second.
end of the first day flying into the Feywild.
Anything super weird yet?
Uh,
Other than it.
no, there doesn't seem to be. I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything super weird. No.
I forgot to. Never mind. I forgot to shop for night goggles.
Oh.
I'm the only one, or you can't see it at night either, can you?
Yeah.
I don't think
Well,
I
there's
can.
no night.
Oh, I have
There's
dark
no
vision.
night. You're in space.
All right.
If
The
you were
green
going
glow is
underground,
everywhere, though.
the glow of the center of the galaxy is actually creating long shadows on the deck of the ship.
Neat. Couple shots. With the old spell stone.
It's supposed to, yeah. Not many people are gonna see this what you guys are seeing right now.
Enough so that it's easy to recharge overnight without being, completely tapped out.
Okay. All right.
Are there any motes or asteroids? I should say motes. Asteroids close enough for us to touch?
Yeah, you could fly up to them if you want to.
Well, I'm going to bring you around, I can.
Well, yeah, let's check one. Let's check one out for science.
All right. Get close to one. Probably at least close enough so, is it safe enough to get just dock next to it?
Yeah,
or
you
is
can.
this
You
like
can.
Ether cycle?
You can use so these. You find one that's large enough that it has its standard gravity. You could fly up next to it and turn on the anchor, and you'd be docked to it
All right,
if you want to.
I'm gonna do that so we can all
All right.
examine things.
Yeah. Yeah, there is there's a lot of plant life. There's a lot of trees and tiny little plants and mosses and things like that.
Have we seen any wildlife yet?
Do a perception check.
I was interested in this too. I'll help him.
Okay.
Or you could help me.
I get a +3.
I get a +6.
Have at it. I'm helping you.
20.
Yeah, there's you're finding little insects and butterflies. The longer you stay and the more kind of still you are, the more little things come out. You see little fireflies coming around and lighting up in the distance.
Nothing like little fake creatures we fought before.
You don't seem to see anything like that here. You're not very deep into the Feywild space yet.
Is there any water or berries or anything like that?
Oh, like food supplies or stuff?
That's kind of something I can find, I betcha.
I'm sure you know what's edible at this
Maybe not today. Well, let's see.
What's your plus on
point. Survival?
nature survival?
I've eaten the berries off this one bush for 6 years. I know what they look like.
Sorry.
Let's see.
I'm long rested.
Oh yeah, we've long rested for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Burns are gone. Yay.
I've got a 17.
Okay, yeah, you can find some stuff that you recognize from your time in the book. There's some like things that are kind of like grapes, and some mushrooms that you think are pretty edible.
Okay. Now, pretty edible, like meaning you can eat them and not die, or
That's right.
eat them and maybe you'll just have a stomach.
They're not the best thing to eat, but you've eaten them before, virtual ones, if you will.
Okay. I'll grab a couple, like a basket full of grapes, I guess.
Okay, yeah, sure. And you guys are gonna stay here? You're thinking you're gonna stay docked to this place tonight?
I think
Is that
so.
the plan?
We don't want to float off and crash into something. We should still keep watch no matter what, though.
Oh, there's an alarm.
Is there water up there? Fresh water?
Yeah, you can find some little pools of water.
Perfect.
Are we sure it's clear?
Maybe we should just anchor the ship in space, just so that nothing gets any ideas of getting on.
Yeah, I don't know too much about this Feywild stuff. Don't know how much being off in space would even deter some things, like those harpy things.
All we would need is something horrible to come out at night, and then, oh,
All right, so you're taking the ship back off away from.
yeah.
Casper?
I mean, we'll get water and all that,
Okay.
and then just kind of,
Hop out a little ways.
and then anchor.
Anchor. Okay.
Should we post somebody on deck as guard and rotate, just to be safe, with alarm and an actual sentient guard?
Couldn't hurt. This is uncharted territory.
All right.
I could take first. Okay.
I'll go second.
I'll take third.
I'll do the fourth.
Murray.
I will take the last guard duty then.
All right. Let Murray and Drip sleep.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
I
not
don't
really
think
their
Droop.
job.
I don't trust Droop to guard my
Yeah.
dinner. I mean,
Okay. Yeah. Take your turns. Doing some
Perception?
perception checks.
So who starts first?
First starving.
$16.
Everything looks good.
Okay.
Ricky. Oh boy. 22.
22. Yeah, everything seems pretty solid. Everything's pretty safe. You're going next?
Mm-hmm.
So the alarm goes off.
Oh. Whoa. So that's a 14.
14? Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything.
Well, I'm going to not turn the alarm off until I find something that's tripping it.
All right.
The alarm wakes us all
Yeah,
up.
yeah, you all hear it in your sleep, yeah.
Yeah, just all the knives.
Flails, hatchets, pickaxe.
Right, what are you doing?
I'm scouring around.
You're on the top deck? Where?
Yeah. I'm going to search this deck first.
Okay. Yeah, you're on the deck of the ship. I'm
Yeah,
assuming,
the command deck.
Okay, yeah.
So
You can do
Hey.
perception.
perception or investigation?
Investigation or perception, whichever
All right,
you
I'll
want to
take
do.
the perception is higher.
Okay.
So that's 24.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anything up here. And you're looking out, you're looking on the ship, you don't see anything.
I'm going to take a sweep towards where we're holding Dustclaw.
Okay. Do a investigation. Sure, you're checking in his room?
Yep.
Yeah, the room you kept the prisoner in.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you didn't describe attaching him to the
I thought we just left them on
mast
the
of
deck.
Well, I remember there were jokes about making him our new figurehead, but
Yeah, that's what I was trying to allude to.
oh god. Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, everything seems pretty solid. Anybody else?
Okay, so where were you when you started this? By the bed chambers?
Yeah, he's down on the bottom floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
That's
it
one
would have
towards-
cycled my watch. I would have gone there too. So I guess I'll go on the next deck up because he's on top.
Okay,
You
ether
just
cycle
check
bay.
the bottom. Yeah, so I'll check
Yeah,
the middle.
look out the back, looking around inside. Yeah.
Was Dustclaw still there?
So we had this one,
Yes.
this
Yes,
one,
it
and
was.
this one. So only the middle deck. Upper middle is left, and besides the one you're doing.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, okay. So 15 plus 4, 19.
Yeah, no, this looks clear. You don't see anything.
The
Alarm's still going off.
Alarm triggers at 100 feet away from the ship.
Yeah.
So
You'd be able to see something.
Right.
If it was
So
there was something to see.
There's one more deck to search.
Yeah.
okay. Guess I'll
Probably visible. Like a jerk.
Xenomorph identified.
Oh hell no!
So Shadow, you're doing something?
Or I forgot. Zorlin, are you searching? Do you want to search the?
You want to search
Yeah,
with me?
yeah.
That
We
one,
haven't searched what?
The
Bottom deck yet?
No, the second to the top.
the engine room and all that stuff is what
Engine
needs to be
room,
searched.
galley, and gunner position.
Yeah, I'll go down there and look.
Yeah, I'll help him.
Okay.
How about that? So you roll with advantage.
Okay. Uh, 18.
Oh yeah. So you're scouting around. You're looking out the edge of the gunner spot. Don't see anything outside. You go. You're kind of looking back through. Kind of peek into the engine room, and then take a look around the galley. You notice the coffee pot's missing.
A coffee pot? It's terrible news.
You see that like when you peeked in the engine room, Murray just kind of like looks out at you. You know, like what is going on, and kind of rolls back over to go back to sleep.
It's awful chill till the alarm goes off.
Murray's very chill.
All decks reported.
I got nothing down here.
Glee.
Coffee pot is missing.
Oh, that's the galley.
I rolled a will save to
take-
keep my sanity. No.
Oh.
I'm gonna go down the galley.
I take whatever's the quickest route, flying on the outside or crawling up the inside.
I should turn the alarm off, right? 'Cause-
Oh.
Reset
At
it.
this point, it'd be attracting attention.
Yeah. Well, only we can hear it. It's silent to all except who's supposed to hear it.
Because magic.
On the way up, though, I'm going to cast my own alarm, which is a 20-foot cube, around our rooms.
Okay. All right.
So whatever's triggering this thing gets around there.
All right.
I'm going to know.
Okay. So you've done it down at your rooms, and you're heading back up to. You're all heading to the galley to kind of convene.
I'm up there, right?
Yep.
Right.
Okay.
Right by
Great.
him, so.
I'd like to search for clues.
Okay.
Prints, fingerprints,
Assist.
any kind of prints. Purple rain. 22.
All right. You're looking around on the counter for any kind of anything that seems to be strange. Hold on a second.
Where's Goop?
He
He may be goop right now.
he's in his room. You see tiny little insect prints on the counter, just barely, and little boots.
Tiny little boots? What?
Right around where the coffee pot was.
Fairies?
Oh wait, this would definitely be my time to shine, and it's not today.
Knowledge.
You'd think after 6 years you'd have advantage on fairy checks.
Except that he's only been in like one small section.
That's fair.
I know three
like
types
hundreds
of
and
fey.
hundreds of years ago.
That's true. Yeah, there should be at least some small evolutions going on there.
I'm gonna try my own knowledge
Oh
nature.
God, it's even worse. Okay. Yeah. got that.
If it's a beast, I get advantage.
Okay.
If it's not a beast, I'm at 17. Should I roll the advantage die and just in case?
Yeah.
No matter what, best number is 17.
17. All right. Yeah, I mean, you can see that there was an insect and some sort of small thing with boots that went onto the table.
That's all I get out of nature.
That's it. You're not really sure what this is exactly.
Can we track it?
It doesn't. It looks like you can actually. I'll give you this from the benefit of it. You see that there's a spot where our wings hit for a second.
Huh.
So you don't see tracks coming in or out. You just see them.
So it flies, whatever it is.
It's strong enough to pull a coffee pot.
All right, if anyone's in here, show yourself.
The alarm goes off downstairs. Your alarm. Yeah, so you run down into
Oh my gosh,
the
what
bunk
is
area.
happening?
Yeah.
About to recreate the scene from that Will Smith Netflix show.
Double check.
Oh
Okay,
my
got all my
gosh.
weapons.
Yeah,
All right.
crushing the fairy outside.
Shadow, your door's open.
My door's open. I let out a screech. My stuff!
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
Do you do that thing where like you go around the corner so fast as a cat, you're just like
And my tail is like poofed. I'm just like, what? No. Before I completely get into my room, I'd like to check the hallway for coffee pots and intruders.
Okay.
Is it bright in here with kind of light?
Yeah, you've got the ship lighting on. Yeah.
It's a 18.
Yeah. Don't see any coffee pots.
No intruders in the
No.
hallway.
Nope. No intruders.
Then I'm gonna assume, since it's so quick, that they're still in there, and I'm gonna run it and just slam the door behind me. I'm not gonna lock it. You guys can come in, but it's not getting out.
All right. Your like drawers are open, and what do you want to do?
Do I see? I don't even like have a window. I don't think. Do I? What do I have in the room?
Which one's yours? We can find out. There's like little windows on the
Yeah,
side.
I think I put my name on it. I put everyone's initials or name or something on it.
Yeah, you got a window.
Oh, is it open?
No,
It's closed.
it's closed.
They don't open, right? They're like little portholes, kind of.
They're a little. It's like a little side window that's coming off. That's how I drew it, at least.
Okay.
Is Primey with me?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah, I mean, he'd probably be a
Yeah.
little curious as to what's going on.
Uh huh.
Maybe a little ruffled because he got woken up too.
Okay.
So
Is
like,
Ricky the only one without a window?
Who?
Is Ricky the only one without a window?
Like-
Ricky and Darwin?
No, I think you got a little bit of a window in there. No, maybe not. No, you guys don't have windows. No windows. Sorry.
All right.
I need the light of Denier to find me.
So what's going on? What are you guys doing?
I'd like to search with Primey and like,
Where?
you know, in her room because she ran in there. I'd
Oh,
probably.
you're going in behind her?
I'd be like at the door, kind of like, you know, peering around without being too much of a creep about it. And
Okay.
Just see if there's something amiss, maybe a shimmer in the light or whatever. Primey, find. And we are not finding Jack.
6
Yeah,
and
yeah.
8.
You see
Plus what?
Shadow in there.
No.
One of her drawers is open. Yep.
Yeah, perception. I mean, +3,
I'm going
+1 from
to
ability checks. No, not finding much.
pull out one of my granola bells.
Uh huh.
All right. Show yourself, and I'll let you have this.
Ooh.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, interesting. I didn't think about going this route.
Bribing with food. Clutch move.
Net 20.
Woo! Yeah! The Fey Whisperer over here.
Can't resist. A granola bell.
Mama Bird's recipe.
Perfect for when you're feeling peckish.
Oh.
Oh,
Whew.
Hang on.
yeah. 13. I made it.
I don't think I made it. My concentration modifier. 10. It's half and half. Barely alive.
Suddenly you hear like a buzzing go by your head, and a creature of an insect materializes. Let me try to get a better description of what that looks like. It's kind of like a mosquito with bat wings. And then sitting on top of it is a tiny, tiny person.
Are you talking like that size or like that size?
Tiny person, you know, mosquito with bat wings.
Oh.
Vroom, right by your head.
Huh.
The tiny person has wings coming out of their back as well, and they've got a little saddle on it. And they zip around, and they come over, and they look at you, and whoa, he goes, this little dude on the thing, he's got little goggles. He's like, "What is it?"
It's granola bell. Cuisine from my planet.
Granola bell, and I can have it. I'm gonna take it.
Listen.
Cool.
You took something else of ours, though. Trade?
Ooh. No, I didn't.
Somebody did.
Cat butt attack.
So
I'm
what?
sorry about that.
You said I could have it if I showed myself. You said I could.
You know what? I did.
All right. And boom, he comes down in and like grabs it and he reaches down and he pulls it up. And it's like he shouldn't be able to still fly holding this thing. And
I'm gonna cast sleep on him.
Okay.
Before he disappears, like as he's reaching the bell, I'm casting sleep.
Wouldn't that get Ricky?
Yep, but it goes for the lowest hit points first.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
I mean, Ricky's got 39 HP. She's got to try and sleep through, so.
Ricky can use a nap. It's fine.
You can also use coffee. You can also use coffee.
Once we
don't
get
get
the
that
coffee
coffee
pot
pot
back.
I know. It's what we're all obsessed about right now.
I remember Stargate Universe. Like they had to evacuate the base onto the ship, right? And they had to leave a bunch of supplies behind. They all went through caffeine and nicotine withdrawal. Not all
Oh,
of them. but
yeah.
There's no. It was no
20.
joke. They were all crabby.
20.
Yep.
Ricky, how many hit points do you have?
39.
Okay.
But it goes through the lowest first.
It's a level 20 fairy.
Could be, but it was worth a shot.
It's the Arnold fairy from Fairy Godparents.
Sorgan Ball Triangle.
You didn't have to scramble the fairies to blow up the rainbow bridge.
I like to scramble the fairies. It passes out the mosquito bat thing, dive bombs and splats on the floor.
Oh.
And 3 more appear.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean splats on
Well,
the
it just
floor?
kind of.
It's not like dead.
And 3 more little sprite guys and mosquitoes, also mosquito bats, appear in different spots around
Unconscious
Mickey.
or, like-
unconscious and asleep.
Oops! I almost.
Are you saying
Which one's
that?
the coffee pot?
Do you
I'm
say
just like, oops! What?
none of them have the coffee pot.
Huh.
Yeah. What do?
What's going on in there?
You come on in, guys. We got an issue.
Quickly. I'm on.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Primate. Find coffee.
Oh, like by smell?
Okay, you, sir, are going over there.
Oh.
Yeah, Primate is just like, what's coffee?
Yeah, he's ignoring it. He's like, "Don't tell me what to do." Man. He's going through his teenage years, you know.
Angsty
Have
pseudo
a nice day.
dragon.
Don't tell me what to
Angsty
do.
signature.
Yeah, you get that feeling back from him. Like, don't tell me what to do.
Aw. But Primate.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All right. Next. Anybody else want to do anything?
I think we should gather these beings up and restrain them till we get our coffee pot back.
Yeah. Or at least enough to question them to find out where.
I mean, we couldn't make coffee without a coffee pot.
Alright, we put them in some jars, we poke some holes in the lid so they can breathe.
All right. What are you doing?
That's
Shake
not
the
a bad
jars
idea.
at interrogation.
Here's the coffee pot.
You're all still in Shadow's room at this point? Is that the plan? Okay, you're okay. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Gonna go to the galley and get some jars.
Okay, yeah. So you head up into the galley. You find some jars that have like suitable lids, and you guys are starting to put these little creatures into the jars. And another one of these things appears in front of you with a longbow out and shoots at Zorlin because he's putting a dude in a
Wait,
jar.
you say longbow, but they're tiny.
There's a tiny, tiny longbow.
Okay.
Proportionally speaking, it's a longbow for them.
It's a longbow for him, exactly.
So basically, like, is he G.I. Joe sized?
A little bigger.
Okay.
A little bigger than G.I. Joe. Like original G.I. Joe.
Yeah, so like.
12 inch.
Maybe a little shorter than original G.I. Joe.
Alright, so it's pointing the longbow at me?
It's shooting you with
Yeah,
it,
it shot.
I think. It's
It
not even...
shot at you. And he's gonna hit.
Do they...
Excuse me, little boy. Have you ever read Gulliver's Travels by any chance?
What is 1d1?
It's a 1.
That's just a 1.
That's 1.
Okay.
You can literally only roll a 1 with a
You get
one-sided
hit with a tiny, tiny arrow in the side of your neck, and you take 1 piercing damage.
It's like a little needle.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
It's covered in
Sure.
pufferfish necrotoxin.
12.
Okay. You feel a little funny, but you seem okay.
It's just like angry acupuncture.
I think it's just
I
stabbing
would
at
like
that
to
point.
try and snatch its longbow out of its tiny hand.
All right. Well, let's everybody roll initiative.
Oh, okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Sure.
Oh my god!
Ooh, and we can write it down on the cards.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Here.
I know I've got one, but is it in my folder?
Oh, it's 8 o'clock. Do you want to take a break first?
Yeah, that'd be.
Yeah?
Pre.
Yeah, a
Well,
moment.
let's get her.
Get the initiative out.
Yeah.
We'll take a break.
Yeah. So what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Woo!
So did I.
More than that. I'm sorry, I can't math at all. I
Oh.
wasn't thinking. It's actually a 21. I
Oh.
wasn't thinking about like,
Ricky
modifier.
also got a 19.
Nice.
A 21.
1. Oh my gosh, how do you spell Zorlan?
XORLAN.
With an X.
X gonna give it to you.
Oh my
That's-
gosh.
That's now my entrance music for every fight.
I want theme music for a fight like wrestlers.
Boom, boom, boom.
Shadow.
Actually, that's a reason to get an Alexa. That way, every time I enter a room, I can play like a Stone Cold.
Oh, yeah, that,
I'm assuming Ricky has higher dex than
Plus
Magic.
4.
Is that true?
Yes, I have. Well, I have a 12 score.
Oh,
So-
12? I thought you had a 19.
No, I have a 19. My dexterity is 12.
My dex
Oh.
is 18, so.
Oh, okay. I see. Sorry, I don't know why.
Plus 12.
My brain
12.
shorted out there
Fast
for a second. Alright. Okay. Yeah, so I got that down. Okay, we'll take a break, and we will be right back after this important...
We're gonna be scratching some little cute peoples and their buggies unless they listen to reason.
I
Or
mean,
there'll be a lot more unconscious. We'll see. I do have a couple more spell slots.
We'll be back soon.
the iron boots of Pixies.
Just put it back on your body. Blip. Bam.
Okay. Well, cat. So,
Hey, he's back too.
I finished my dog.
We're all
Do
back.
that.
You guys thought you were going to cast without the
it's
cat.
the cat.
Close this.
What did you get?
Go back to
10 plus whatever a cat has.
this.
20. I mean, you got it.
What is on your nose? Oh, that's on your whisker. I don't know. It's a weird little piece of fuzz.
Whisker Schmitz.
All right.
So
Zorlin.
Zorlan got pricked with a little needle, and it's his turn up first, which is very
That's
appropriate.
right.
Come
To
back.
try and snatch his tiny long bow away from him.
Okay. Do
No.
yes, since he's in the air, I think there should be like an attack roll against him.
Okay.
You'll win the strength contestant thing, but
Unless he's like Kratos. Pulls a 20 and just starts devastating you.
Yanks the bow back out of his hands, starts beating.
So,
Does more damage than
so like
shooting him.
just
like a yeah, I don't know, because you're just using your hand to melee.
reach my hand out to try and grab it.
Yeah, so like you're punching him, so you
I'm
can
punching him.
yeah you can use like monk stuff if you want.
Punch modifiers.
Then I will use my. Yeah. All right. So I'll just use the same modifier like I would if I was doing an unarmed strike.
I will use
Yeah.
a flurry of blows to also steal its clothing. No armor for you.
That would be mean. I just don't want him to shoot me. It's only a 10.
A 10? Yeah, he boom.
Technically, I do get an unarmed strike as my bonus action, so I'd like to try and do that.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Maybe the other hand will be better.
That's a 16.
Okay, yeah, you reach out to get the first one. He dodges away, but then you just like you grab him out of the as he's running away.
Get away from me.
He's hanging on to it, but you've clearly disarmed him. He's just kind of, but he's not going anywhere.
Just getting a little worried about how well you would disarm him. Seriously.
No, God. He's got no arms.
That would have been like a nat 20. You disarm him, all right.
Hold on just 1 second. I gotta think about this for a minute.
Excuse me.
And you're in the galley. It's going to be Ricky's turn. But you do also notice, all of you notice, that there are a bunch of these outside of the ship right now.
Like when you say a bunch, you mean like...
There are, you can see about 10 out of the window. Your turn.
All right.
They weren't there a second ago.
So with his weapons away, he's gonna be like, everybody, calm down. We don't want to start any crazy fights or anything. We just really need to talk.
All right, do persuasion.
Okay. Diplomacy first.
Nope.
That
2.
wire really got in the way there.
It sure did.
I watched it push the die back.
Yeah, you know what? It was rolling towards 20 and then it fell back to 2.
You know what? I say re-roll. I mulligan that as DM.
All right.
I want you to feel good about your dice rolls.
It's a 2.
It's a fate. It's fate.
The world says, no, you said this bad.
2. If the dice has spoken.
Destiny.
They,
Cool.
you can actually clearly see them look at you, say this, go, oh, and then look over and see their dangling friend, and like 3 that you're about to put into jars, and they just frown at you.
Sure.
Yeah, I kind of want to help him out. Like, now I know it looks bad.
That's why I was going to go my turn.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's Nivek's turn.
Okay,
I think that was an action. That was
this initiative order,
yeah.
What my friend means to say is, everyone is free to go as long as we get our coffee pot back.
And you can
please
keep the
persuasion
granola
again.
bell.
22.
22.
Nice. Not
See
even
them
a
look
bark
around
right
and
now.
I am a bit of a preacher.
they're putting their arrows down. The one that is hanging off of Zorlin's little bow is he's like, he does a yank on it to try to get it back to himself.
I'll let go.
Okay. You guys are out of combat. They're all chilling out. They're putting their bows down. You guys haven't really hurt anybody, so they're like, and he, the one that you let it go, he pulls it back up though. He does, and he points it at you. He's like, you let him go.
Coffee pot first.
And what you took from the other rooms, plural, in the assumption that...
But mostly the coffee pot.
Especially the coffee pot.
We are open to trade, but not thievery.
How do we decide this? Where is he? There. Let's look at his stats. What does he got for?
How big of an idiot is he?
Yeah.
Hospitability check.
All right. Yeah. Do the persuasion. Do persuasion.
Me
with
again?
advantage. Well, sure, her. Okay.
What?
You were helping her. You can have advantage.
Oh, good, because that was a 2. No, 19. Thank you.
Okay. He's like-
Plus, like, a lot, I think. Persuasion. Yeah, that's a 24.
He goes, all right. And he whistles back to the other guys, and there's somebody that comes in. There's this very sad, disappointed little sprite. There's their sprites. Carrying your coffee pot back in, sets it down on the table, and just kind of like flies out.
And the other stuff?
So another one comes in, and it lays down. It puts down one of Shadow's socks.
She's like, very upset. That was her sock. She's been through many travels with her.
The one with the bow at you guys is like, all right, let him go. We. Okay.
Carefully shake them out.
All right. And
They're just sleeping, by the way.
it looks like
They're totally fine.
a bunch of them slide down, pick up their friends, and buzz out.
I hold up the little granola bell. I keep my word.
Yeah. Somebody grabs it and zips off. One there that has like one that shot Zorlin is still there and he goes, "What are you doing here? What? Nobody's supposed to be in the Feywild."
We're here exploring, well, looking for a particular place.
Where are you going?
I'm gonna be like, that way.
Yeah, you could point straight out to the, because you're lined up to go there.
Yeah.
You can look out the gunner spot and you're, yeah. You go deeper in?
Yeah.
People from out there don't do that.
Well, they don't have the audacity.
Oh!
That means two things.
Maybe some inspiration?
Yeah.
Somewhere?
Yeah.
Here, I'll put it on my.
Okay. So
Oh, wow, that was pretty good.
it was incredible.
The fallout of that pun was heard across the AetherFlux universe.
Well, I guess, I mean, what do you, I mean, like, but why are you going in here? Like,
We're on a mission.
We seek the circle in Qualish.
polish. Yeah.
We
Okay.
have- We have a feeling there's something weird and fluxy with the Aether over there. So
Oh, there is. You're going into the Feywild. Things are gonna get weird.
that's coming from one of the people living here.
Yeah, all right.
Concern.
Did you want to trade?
That's not normally how we do things. You can see a bunch of them just disappearing out the window.
So, have you guys ever been out that way before?
Yeah, we go in and out.
You wouldn't happen to be interested in maybe showing us around, would you?
What for?
Shadow grabs one of her highly prized and coveted boxes of Tabaxi brand cereal, peels open the bag, and reaches out and hands him one of these. Do these interest you?
The special surprises inside.
And she also is like a little.
Take it, and it's like, you know. Let me see.
Does he like it?
It's okay.
Should try it with milk.
What's that?
They don't do that around here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We don't take too kindly to people doing that to animals around here.
So,
Find something.
yeah.
Nipples.
I don't think that's a good idea. That sounds really gross. And he just eats the whole thing, and he's like, no, I don't want any more of these. There's like crumbs all over his face.
He looked like something bigger than he was, practically.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in some coffee? You can't have our coffee pot, but we would gladly make you some coffee for
What?
you to have.
Is coffee.
You took the thing and you don't even know what it does.
It was very shiny.
You know what? I get that.
Oh, you're one of those.
And it was not tied down to anything.
Fair.
I rummage through my money bags and I try and find my shiniest copper piece.
Uh-huh.
I
Oh!
go, how about this here?
That is...
This is shiny.
Wow! But it's so tiny. It's so small.
Oh, but look at the picture side.
Got pictures.
He
Small enough that you can carry it easily.
puts out his hand to
It would still be like a dinner plate.
Yeah.
That decor,
He touched.
you'd be the envy of all the other fixers.
Where are you going? You're going just out. You just want somebody to take you out there?
Yeah, you know, give us warnings about horrible things coming in and things to look out for.
Things to look out for.
That
I could-
would kill us.
I can show you some cool stuff.
All right.
Cool stuff. What is a cool stuff?
Oh, you guys gotta go to the temple. It's pretty cool.
A temple.
Is it one of your temples?
It's not mine,
Temple.
but it's pretty cool.
Who's the temple for?
It's for the forests, for nature.
Are there any pictures on the temple? Carvings?
Pictures. Yeah.
Like I show him my holy symbol on my shield.
Nothing like that. No. Nope.
Sounds interesting, though.
Is it kind of on the way?
Oh yeah. You guys would be right near it. It's the most
I
interesting
think
thing out
that'd
here.
be an excellent start.
Yeah. You wanna go? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now.
Did we get a long rest in mostly? Like, who
You
didn't?
guys are a little sleepy, but you've had some. We've all had some sleep.
Like, did our spell slots recharge?
Oh you're.
Like, we got our 6 hours.
You haven't run into anything recently anyway, so.
I got 4 hours in.
I mean,
That's
because
true. If we were doing
Trevor
2-hour
worked 4
shifts.
days, right? So we should have been
I got.
rested.
You only got like 2 maybe.
Well, I got.
3 or 4.
I was on the first shift, so I mean, I would have gotten probably 6 or so.
I think 6 is all you need. I think that's like.
8's out. 8's a long rest.
I mean,
Yeah,
D&D
but
is very
sleeping
generous
is-
in the sense that we get 8 hours of sleep every night.
That's true.
Yeah. You guys are hardy adventurers. You can totally handle yourselves going out.
We got coffee.
That'd
We'll
be
be
the
fine.
best thing about being a D&D person is you get 8 hours of sleep in a day.
All right.
Just roll initiative to see if you get
Yeah.
interrupted.
I'll take you as far as the temple, but after that, I don't like to go too much deeper.
What's deeper that you don't want to see?
Well, things are weird.
Weird how?
You know, time gets funny.
Oh,
Time,
do
you
tell.
say.
Oh no! PTSD of time being funny over here.
Yeah, every time Qualish's name is mentioned, I imagine like Darvin's eye twitches a little bit.
Yeah. You know.
That's right. The other campaign time was dilated. No.
Yeah, things get weird and yeah. Come on, I'll show you. And he heads out, like he's in front of the ship, and he's like, come on.
Do we need our ether cycles or?
We're going. No, take the ship.
You can take the ship.
take the ship, please.
He's like, yeah, it gets thicker after the temple.
All right, so we'll just use the ship then
Okay.
for now.
He gets you guys go upstairs onto the deck, and he sits out on the front of the ship. He's just kind of pointing
All
a
right,
little
lead
bit
the
off.
way.
Yeah. All right. You guys start flying out.
Hello,
he-
little terrifying Tinkerbell.
You keep redirects you here and there, yeah. And you start to approach what looks like a pretty large asteroid. These are still certainly not planet size, but this is a much larger asteroid. And it has a lot of interconnections going off to the other asteroids as well. And it gets thicker and denser and thicker. And you finally get to the point where you're up towards this huge asteroid with what looks like a temple that's half rock and half tree. And there's a little doorway in front. There's some tree stuff growing on the rock side. And and everything past that, it looks like it's getting a little bit too dense. You could still try to take the ship in, but you're going to have to do some serious piloting after that.
It'd be safer just to take the ether cycles.
Question: is there a way you can disable the ship?
So that nobody could pilot it?
Yes. I'm thinking if time works differently here, we should take Droop and Murray with us, so that we don't come back to a 300-year-old older Murray or something like that.
Is there a kind of lockout system like that?
Yeah, so you can head down and you talk to Murray, and she thinks she can lock out the ship. Somebody could unlock out the ship, but
Grab some vital engine pieces, maybe. Take them with us.
Well, what's that? After you get done with the temple, we'll see.
Yeah. They
Just
might
so-
not even want to come.
Just throwing that out there. Take whatever you don't want stolen too, because maybe those pixie or those sprite guys will just be like, "Oh, technically the whole ship isn't tied down."
You can't unknock something, can you?
No.
that's
That's a
there's a spell for
different
Can't
spell.
lock it.
Yeah, there's a different spell for that.
It is nailed down though, with an anchor. It's immovable.
yeah. No. Rory thinks she can disassemble the helm.
But have it reassemblable really quick. Like,
No,
Well-
it would take like a couple hours.
alright.
That would be the idea, and she'd take some of the pieces that are designed for controlling the ship.
But do you think it'd be best for you all to come, given that
Oh,
situation?
I don't want to leave the ship. I think I'd be happier staying here.
But I explained the whole problem with the time.
Say,
Even better reason for me to stay out here and upgrade the ship while you're gone.
Ooh, upgrade. How so? What can you do? What are you planning, Marie?
I have some ideas, but I don't know what will pan out.
well, as for disassembling the helm or not, I'll leave that up to you then, because I'd let you fly out of here if you needed.
I'd appreciate that. Yeah. Are you guys docking at the?
At the temple?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we've been following you
Yeah.
guys this entire time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, here it is.
So is there anything
Ta-da.
we're supposed to do or super not do?
You can do whatever you want. Well, you should go in because there's not much like it anywhere.
Are you coming with us?
I've been in there.
I'm gonna make an insight check. You sure he's not planning
Okay.
to?
Help with that?
Yeah, I think we're all suspicious. Can we all roll? I don't know anything.
That'll be 22.
That's not bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, he's actually been in there. He's not trying to trick you, but he's just kind of like, yeah, I've been there, done that.
Anything we should look out for in there? Traps, monsters.
No, there's no traps. That's a nice temple.
Beasts, guardians.
I mean, the temple is guardians.
No, we don't know. What do you
You'll
mean?
see. You'll see it. Go in. It's really neat. I don't want to spoil it.
Why don't you come with us?
Okay, I guess.
I mean, it's part of the trade.
Yeah. But then I'm out of here.
Okay,
Okay.
your loss. Yeah. Other shiny things we could give you. But let's go into the temple.
All right.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
Take Droop with us.
Into the temple?
Not yet. We're gonna deal with the temple first, and then we'll see if he wants to come along when we go through the time dilation nonsense.
Give him something to do while we're gone, though. Like, stand guard outside our quarters.
Sorry.
Guarding, against a further pixie assault.
Yeah.
One moment, let me check the range on my alarm.
What does he have?
30 feet.
Yeah. What does he have? Did you give Droop anything to defend himself with?
Didn't we give him like a little
thought-
knife?
I thought we gave him stuff.
Yeah,
He
he
had
had
an
something.
axe at one point. Does he still have the axe? You guys?
No, you lent him one of his your axes.
I thought it was one of the.
Yeah, didn't we find it
I
at
had a
like an
spare
actual
axe
one of the
when I
big
gave-
bugbears?
What?
It was like a hand axe.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he has an axe.
Okay.
I think.
He could have. Oh, he can't fit my armor. Old armor, could he?
No.
No. I mean, he could probably use your chest piece alone as full cover.
Little goblin in a bucket.
Why is that so cute to think about?
All right. So you guys are heading off to the temple. Yeah, and it looks like it is. roll perception checks. Yeah, look at it. I will describe it.
Oh,
Oh, come on.
7.
8.
Oh,
11.
Wow.
9. I'm having
Dirty
a hard time.
20.
Oh, thank heavens. Somebody actually looked.
All right, you guys look up and you see a temple that is half trees, like branches wound up. You can't really see the branches of the the structure of the temple past the leaves that are covering over the area. And the other side is some well-cut rock surfaces with little bits of trees and decorations around it.
Does it look well kept, or is it like...
Yeah, it looks like they that there's somebody that comes through here often and ups it and keeps it very looking nice. Everything is there's a garden coming up into it, and you can see a large kind of temple doorway in the front. But Zorlin,
Take a picture.
something is different here. You realize that this isn't like any building you've seen before, and then you start to notice the kind of like humanoid figures that this temple is made out of. That there's a stone figure on one side and a wooden figure on the other side.
I relay that to the party.
So the temple is
I
people?
took pictures of
It's-
both of those.
This is pretty huge. It's a pretty huge temple. It's like a large, like 3-story building that comes to a point at the top.
Did he say that it was Guardians? Maybe that's what he means, the little pixie. He said it was Guardians, didn't he?
Can I make a religion check? See if I recognize
Sure.
this would be.
The quest said something about Guardians. The
17.
spirit quest.
Yeah, you don't think this is like a temple for a god or something like that, but this is more of a that it's ancient, and since it's been around for so long, it's like revered as a place of it's kind of become a religious site because of it holds
It has a
importance.
historic value,
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of. To a near religious, even though there's no god or anything there. It's just like,
Yeah.
this place is important.
Yeah.
Recover key, tame beast, summon guardian. Recover key, tame beast.
All right.
So is there just a door?
Yeah, it's just there's no actual doors. It's just wide open.
Big archway,
A big
okay.
archway.
Well, shall we?
All right, you guys head into the temple, and it's just this. There's a fountain in the center. There's just like beautiful flowers and stonework on the floor of this place, and as you look up, you see there is basically what looks like a tree in the shape of a person. You can see the face of it in a grimace, kind of like in an angry thing. And he's locked hands with this giant stone figure. And it looks like they're just kind of both equally matched. And you can see the stone figure just with a blank face. He's got like maybe just like a line here and like 2 little eyes slots. And they're just locked in position.
Well, then.
Hook
Are
around for
they
any writing?
moving at all, or
Do another. Well, let's make this one an investigation. You're looking to see if they're moving.
okay?
Roll badly again.
Oh,
8.
12.
yeah. 8. It's not my rolls tonight.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
No, doesn't look like they're moving.
Okay.
Is there anybody in the temple? Do we see anybody?
No, there's nobody here right now. No. Well, you can see
Is it just them though?
the.
Like just the fountain with the?
Any writing? Anything like that?
Oh, yeah, like tapestry.
Yeah, there's some sort of sigils around. There's some sort of language here. What languages do you guys speak? I can't.
I speak the one that's written there.
Elvish, common.
Aarakocra, Haran, Common, Dwarvish.
Common and Orcish curses. That's all I got.
Common, Vedalkin, Orc, and Gnomish.
Gith, and Elven.
Yeah, you guys. None of you guys can read this.
I wonder if it's in Sylvan or something.
Is there anything in the water?
There's some coins in the water.
Do they just look like coppers or gold or?
Yeah. Yeah, there's no gold in there, but there's some like silver and some coppers.
Our friends don't have like Google Translate, right?
No.
Reach into my pocket.
I have
Yeah.
comprehend languages. I'm gonna cast it
Nice.
because it's clearly written stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, along the script, as far as you can make out in the script, it's something along the lines of these ancient gladiators battle forever, equally matched and powerful. One never gains an advantage over the other. These have been locked here for... So it's kind of like alluding to the beginning of time, but
Forever.
yeah,
Kind of, yeah.
but and that they're, they will remain this way until they die.
What a horrible existence. That's really sad, you guys.
Here, it's not so bad.
Oh! From up there? Which one, the tree or the stone?
The tree.
The tree?
It's really slow too. It's not so bad.
You're alive?
Obviously, how would I be growing these leaves and branches if I wasn't?
I'm surprised that you're sentient. I assumed you were a carving. I'm Nivik, cleric of Denir. Who are you?
I'm a Trent.
Is your stone counterpart also sentient?
That's an excellent question. I never thought about that.
Are you? Excuse me, stone
Rock!
person.
Hello?
Excuse me, stone person.
Me?
Yes. What is your name? Rocky.
I don't recall.
Rocky it is.
Did you guys have an argument? Why are you fighting?
You hear? And the tree's like, I don't remember.
So why don't you just stop?
And they're all, And the tree's like, but then he'd get away. He'd be able to go. And the stone guy's like, yeah. Can't let him get by me.
Why don't we just sit down and have a cup of tea?
Where would you guys go if you weren't wrestling?
He's not getting past me. the tree and the stone guy's like, I'm going to.
And so it was, and so it is, and so it always shall be. On to the next thing.
Do you guys remember where you came from?
Many years ago. No. I don't.
Imagine finding ancient sentience and an idiot.
Well, I mean, it's ancient. It's just like.
Are you Eldritch Gods?
You know Cthulhu? Because I'm going nuts.
Your questioning kind of like distracts the tramp for a minute, and he kind of loses a little bit of ground, and then they push back. So the whole temple changes shape a little bit.
Ooh. So, like, as one pushed a little more, like more stones started overtaking in the temple, or
Yeah, it's more of like a shift in position. It wasn't really like
Oh.
nobody gained or lost any ground, but
I make another religion check to see if this talking to these guys has jogged my memory at all.
okay.
18.
Yeah, you don't think that there's like any real, besides this being called a temple and being I mean, the Feywild's a weird place. That's all. You can kind of get that sense of like that a temple might be put up for just the sake of having a temple, and that these guys have been here for so long. Again, there's no religious connotation to this fight,
I just thought maybe
as far as you can tell.
something religion going into mythology of like the beginning of time, the great wooden one locked arms with the.
Yeah, you're sure that there's no stories about
this.
This doesn't seem significant in that way.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, so it just kind of lessens the significance of this struggle.
I think you two should just sit down and let's have some coffee.
The stone's like, what's coffee?
Bring a thermos.
Yeah, do we want to like try and whip up these guys some coffee or?
Sure. Run back to the ship real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, like we're making it there then.
Yeah, well, somebody can run back and rest of us.
Yeah, make some coffee.
While they're doing that, can I do a knowledge something check to see if the stone guy is from like the plane of Earth or something?
Yeah, you want to do like an Arcana check?
Would it be Arcana? Yeah, it'd probably be Arcana.
History, nature.
Yeah, you can do nature or Arcana.
I mean, they're both -1, but I'll go for nature, I guess. 13.
And you're looking for which one specifically?
The stone.
The stone one. 13.
Because the Aarakocra kind of have a beef against things from the plane of Earth.
Yeah, you don't think it's from the plane of Earth. You've heard of things like this that could be summoned. But this isn't the same.
I see.
Oh yeah, do everybody else do some Arcana checks? We'll just do a.
Did I do an Arcana here then, or?
Yeah, well, no, that's
That was.
like, I
that?
think
Want everyone else to do
your
it?
questioning is kind of spawning their
Okay.
consideration.
11.
18, and plus I have bonuses versus anything ether.
Okay, 18, and what'd you get, Darwin?
That'd be an 11.
Oh, Shadow.
Darwin did not bring his A game.
8.
Okay, Zorlin, do you want to do a Arcana check?
I'm sorry, guys. I just got back. I really don't know what happened. I had to check on my turkey.
Yeah, can you do an Arcana check for me?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
17.
All right. You, Zorlin and Nivek, think this might be some kind of giant golem that was constructed by a person.
Can I check it over for a mark? Like a baker's mark?
Yes. Let's do an investigation. You want some help?
Yeah.
I'd like to
From
help
somebody,
you with that.
probably? Yeah. So do it with advantage.
My goodness. 3 or 17. Investigation? 18, it's a total 20.
Yeah. So you're looking around. You even head outside, and you're kind of like searching all over this, and you find a little tiny crest in common that says Quillish.
I knew it.
No wonder it was so frustrating.
Yeah. You come back with the coffee?
I thought, well, if it was me, I
No,
thought,
I'm just in general
In
through
general,
the group.
Yeah, we got coffee now. That makes sense.
They're offering coffee to the two of them.
So,
Oh, okay.
uh, when I went back and made coffee, I rolled a 3. So,
The coffee is.
I think we can assume you can make coffee.
well,
It's just not good coffee.
well, that's the thing. So, like, basically, it's Bob level coffee. So, this is not a good representation for these poor guys.
They might like it bitter.
I mean, will the tree guy
Tree or
survive
not?
his constitution roll? That's basically my
Yeah. So you bring coffee back.
Yep.
That's something that appears to be coffee. All right. You have a container of coffee with you. You guys want to do?
Bring any cups?
No, I mean you have coffee and cups. No
Okay.
problem.
Yeah, did I roll to remember cups? Yeah, so I just offer them some of my concoction here and just be like, hey, try a sip.
Their arms are locked.
Their arms are very locked in battle.
So switch
the-
to an arm wrestling and have a drink.
Drink coffee is a drink. I absorb water through my roots.
So I put one by his foot.
And then the stone is like, I don't consume fluids.
I just pour some on his foot. Enjoy.
Yo!
I take a
Matt.
sip, and I do the same thing, but not,
You very subtly pour it on the tree.
All right, so you guys have seen it. I'm out of here.
Oh,
Farewell.
One more second.
What's up?
I'd like to offer you, and I grab a silver piece. If you keep yourself and everyone else away from our ship.
All
And
the pixies.
everything in it.
Oh. Okay. So that's very shiny.
It is.
I would like that.
It is
Wait.
yours only if you promise, under penalty of horrible, painful, slow.
Look, if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it.
Okay.
You know? All right. Yeah, I can do that. It's just there's not many people that come through here anyway, and I'll tell all the guys to leave it alone.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. All right, see ya. And boom, it's gone.
well, interesting. Is there something for us in this temple? So, out into the Feywild.
Do we not want the guardian? Isn't that something from your book that you looked in?
Maybe we can find Qualish, and maybe he'll have something to say about this.
Guardian 101, yeah.
Hey, we're not looking around the temple more.
Oh,
I mean,
There isn't
is there any?
other stuff here.
Is it just like one big room, or is
Yeah,
there?
it's basically one big room, and there's like little benches and things.
it's like a chapel, I think.
Yeah, it's like a circular space with their feet coming down on the sides.
I'll ask the Stone Guardian, since that's the one that had the mark on it, right? Qualish put you here?
Oh, right. I remember that name.
Why did he put you here?
I had to fight this guy. I had to stop him.
Stop him from what?
See. I don't remember. I had to stop him for Qualish. Or was he stopping me? I don't remember.
You don't happen to know where Qualish is, do you?
No, I've been busy with this.
I seem to have explored all the avenues of investigation that occur to me. Anyone else care to give it a take?
I don't think we can glean much more from this, honestly. They don't seem to remember much of anything.
Seems to me like if we go and find Qualesh, these guys will probably still be here.
I mean, signs point to that's kind of been the thing for quite a while.
Yes, I think that is a precise assessment.
All right. You guys heading back to the ship then?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it is thick. It's getting thicker. The Feywild space is getting thicker through this area. So you have a choice of basically doing some maneuver checks to see if you can get the ship through without causing problems, or you can take the ether cycles.
Could we assist Ricky by taking the ether cycles and sort of like helping to cut
Or get a little deeper first.
Yeah, well, you could. That's going to take more time. You're going to be
Ether
slower.
cycles don't go
You'll
as
be able
fast.
to move the ether cycles at full speed through this without running into anything. But you're taking the time to cut away things. Maybe you could maybe point out things coming up that
Could
would be
scout
bad.
ahead a little bit and move as fast as the ether
You
cycle
could
would.
basically it would be
hopefully.
like mechanics-wise, it'd be help.
The question
I
is,
don't-
does time move faster or slower as we get further into the Feywild?
it moves? How did it work in there?
1 week became 6 years.
But that was in
That was in a
That
book.
was in a
How did it work in the other? I mean, that's metagaming, but
Yeah. So you guys know
What do
that
we know about it? Ian?
that it's not so much a rule as it is that there is some powerful something emanating from the core that can twist time in funny different ways. So it's not so much that there's like, oh, we know if I spend this much time here, then this much time will have passed elsewhere. It's unique to your trip.
Sometimes it increases time by a second, sometimes it's by a year, sometimes you go back in time by a month.
It's not impossible.
Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly.
It does get a little wiggly out here.
God, work schedules would be horrendous in the Feywild.
And I'm kind of keeping track and trying to figure out what I won't just make things happen. You guys are making things happen.
I see.
You just don't know what you're making happen.
Well, personally, I say we just take the ether cycles. I'd rather not risk damaging the ship, as it is our only way out of here.
My only concern is we damage the ship by accidentally leaving it here for too long, or what happens if we're gone for 20 years and Murray gives up on us and then there's no ship to come back to?
We call her every day at the same time and see how much time has passed for her,
if it works,
if it works.
Testing. I'm gonna call my ether.
well,
I'm just gonna-
are you out there now? I mean,
No, but just like, it doesn't even work out here in the Feywild at all.
Hey, you can test by giving one of your dudes a private shell.
Oh yeah! I'm gonna set up call one of the random numbers and just jam a little song. I'll play One Paw Five Claw.
Ooh, I mean,
You're not able to call out.
We got a problem, guys. This is not connecting.
I'll just try to call one of the other guys here. Ricky.
Yep, that works.
So, we're in range of each other, but not alliance space.
So we may get to a point where we're too far away to contact Murray, but
Can you hear me now? Good.
yeah,
Can you hear me now? Good. So,
yeah, that.
All right.
Well, we could talk to her as we can do that as we're running away, and like if we lose her, then we know.
Gone too far.
I'm worried to be the ship stuck in there too.
we'll just spray Space Roundup on it when we get back. You know? Take off all the weeds.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that's the problem with bringing it in, though, because the plant stuff tendrils around and like grows and regrows and detaches and weird stuff.
That's what I meant. Yeah.
Murray's just like, I won't let that happen. I'll keep the ship maintained.
And that's why we're leaving it out. Well, that's why Ricky wants to leave it out. Is so that as little anything that can happen to the ship as possible happens. And it's unlikely that anyone else is going to come out here.
With another Fey creatures.
Or more bounty hunters.
No, they just come in after us.
Shadow spends like a bunch of time just like locking down her quarters so that nobody can steal her socks ever again.
All right. Yeah, you guys want to batten up the ship? You
Yeah.
gotta, like,
Batten down them hatches.
yeah.
Batten them down again. We'll teach those hatches.
All right.
Scare all animals in the zoo.
And we should heavily provision ourselves.
Likely. How far away, ether cycle-wise, would it be?
It's hard to tell because it's
It's a rough.
yeah, you have like a couple weeks of travel, you think, on Ether Cycle. You're gonna have to stop and camp out.
Sure you don't want to?
I mean, I think we could do it reasonably.
If y'all want to put it to a vote,
I have the same concerns. I just
Think about how long the Odd Lot has gone without a home base, and they were just wandering through stuff just fine.
But we had a tiny hut.
But yeah, well, you did stuff before there was a tiny hut.
We are actually.
actually before we had tiny hut, we would go out, we would do something, and we usually came back in before we had to rest.
We had like a
When we were-
curfew.
When we were like levels, didn't we?
Well, I mean, we taverned a lot.
When we were at low level, we kept going back to town.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're not that low level, are we?
We were like levels 1 through 4. We were pretty much. We went out for the day and we were able to come back.
You know, Ricky's a really good pilot. I think we should give him at least a chance.
I'm also a
Navigating his
ranger
stuff.
and we have a druid, so...
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we got survival
Why don't we,
stiff.
even if we can just like, shorten the trip by a few days, that's a few days. We don't have to worry about getting murdered in the Feywild.
Sleeping in a rack instead of on who knows what.
Alright.
I'll roll a dice to determine how many checks you make
Oh
in a
boy.
day.
Alright.
I'll roll
A
a
D4.
d6. It can still be low, right?
Roll D20, come on.
And you have proficiency with vehicles, and so you can use that modifier.
Okay.
And I can help him from time to time, maybe using clairvoyance. No, is that?
I can cast a couple bardic inspirations. So
oh
you
yeah,
get
I can
a
give you guidance. Too.
So it's going to be straight roll pro plus proficiency?
Yes.
and I inspire you bardically.
So you're taking the audacity in.
Yes, and
Okay.
Yep.
we're like all kind of looking out, and when something comes, I'm like, Ricky, there's something coming. You got this.
All right.
Ba-ba-ba.
And
Ricky in the jungle.
you guys can give him advantage as well, if you'd like, by just staying vigilant and watching for things.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Can we even use a blaster to?
Oh, the lightning cannon?
Yeah.
That might cause too
Yes,
much attention.
you could.
I'd advise against that, just based on all the things we don't know about this area personally.
Darwin would definitely be like, "Don't disturb the wildlife."
Meanwhile, I'm sitting there strapping myself in the gun. All right.
All right. Let's head in.
All
I'll
right.
do. Yeah. Let's just do the first day and see what happens here. All right, 2. I'm gonna. Yeah, we'll
Roll
find out.
2.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling against you.
Check
Ah.
1. 21.
Success.
Next.
Next.
A 19 and a nat 20, so
Oh.
22.
Also success. Yeah, you guys have no problems popping through here. First day goes no issues. I'm probably gonna do something to speed these checks up, but let me think about that. This seems like we'll just be sitting and rolling dice. For
Well,
like
I imagine
hours.
as things get thicker,
I mean,
the
that's
levels
D&D
of
in a nutshell.
things we
Yeah,
can help.
yes, but
The level of things we can help with will probably go down, like at some point.
Well, with those good rolls, I've probably made good headway in day one, yeah?
oh yeah, you've made some good progress.
Nice.
Gute Nacht, Fritz.
Yeah, okay, let's see the next day. Another 2.
21.
You just barely miss by a thing and just squeeze through as like 2 things are coming down in to touch.
Are these getting increasingly difficult, these rolls? He might be adding his bonus to his
go ahead.
roll.
That was with a 19. And in that one.
Oh,
I rolled a 20.
Oh.
Oh boy. Good job, Fritz.
yeah.
Cat butt.
Cat butt to the rescue.
$17.
All right, yeah, no problems.
These used up.
Well, yeah, I
I'll
can
give
cast
you
it
another
again.
one. Yeah. As long as you're only making
All right.
3 or 4 checks
I'm doing
a day.
4
can
now.
give 'em-
Woo! Big place.
Dun, 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 dun. Dice rolling!
That Dice forest.
You hear the clap of its branches for miles around.
What do you got?
Let's see, do I want to stop at 17? How many bardic inspirations can you give a day?
3.
I can give you 4 guidance.
Put some tight.
Or,
Bless
so I just keep giving you guidance.
22.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next.
this is the easy one to do.
With the Nier as your co-pilot.
Denier, take the wheel.
And I might as well just add you because you're free. 23?
Yeah, no problems. Another one.
18. 20.
Oh yeah. Just 20?
Just
20 even.
20.
20 even. Yeah, you managed to like scrape up against the side of an asteroid, and like there's green and plant life and trees are coming in. It doesn't do any damage to the ship, but well, I mean, it does some like
Aesthetic.
yes, thank you, aesthetic damage, but nothing's broken.
Don't worry,
Can
Ricky.
someone cast Mend on that?
And one more.
Yeah, I'll go over.
Alright. 21.
Ooh.
Yeah, that does it.
What a good pilot.
You can do it!
Oh, yeah, dwarven hell. As long as they at the helm.
Yeah, right.
Would Chikoriki be the sort of bird to have a cold one in the cup holder next to him?
No, I don't think he'd wet his beak while he's driving.
It's irresponsible.
He'd have one of his little granola bells hanging down, though.
Nibble at it a little.
Easy to reach snack.
Oh my gosh.
That would be a great drawing. Yeah.
Good GIF.
Or yeah.
GIF, whatever.
Choosy moms, choose Jif.
Yeah, instead of taking the big draught of mug after a long I-80 or something, you're crumbs flying everywhere.
I would liken it to like somebody like taking the the little like sun flap on the thing and like taping like a Slim Jim to it.
All right, we're gonna do another day of stuff.
Sun
Ideas
visor.
that I have not thought of.
You're gonna make 6 rolls this time.
Oh, you only get 3 bardic inspirations.
Use them wisely.
Indeed. Because some of these rolls are bound to be terrible. Because
Some
that's
we
how
don't
rolls
Titanic.
So, 14 plus 17. feel like I need to get above 20 right now. 20 even on first?
Fine.
Oh. One bardic inspiration. I'll keep track.
22.
22. Good. All set.
Asteroids flying by, flying by.
Um, 23.
One bardic inspiration left.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Have we had any close calls so far?
No, I would let you know.
24.
Yeah.
Whew.
All right.
She's really good pilot.
There's what, 2 more?
Yep. $22.
Yeah. Last one.
$23.
Yeah. Good job.
Woo.
You guys,
Flying good for a
Chicory
bird.
Key, your flying is more than adequate.
yeah. Today, as you're, and this is after the thing that happened on that last run through, and before you said this, is that you guys went by an asteroid who kind of like saw you kind of like clipping through, and there was a tree ant down on this asteroid. Just another one like the thing that was
A big guy?
a tree ant. Yeah, they, just like the one at the temple. And he went to go, like he saw you, and was angry about you flying through his space, and went to go throw something at you, but you were gone out of there before you even got there. Like he was just like, and he didn't even bother throwing it because you guys were like,
Oh,
Cool.
Wow.
Looks like we were barking up the wrong tree, eh?
you guys, that was some of the best rolling.
Some good
that
rolling,
was
yeah.
some real good rolling. Thank you for the constant guidance and those bardic inspirations.
Teamwork.
You managed
makes
to get
the
like
dream-
above 20 on almost all of those there at the end.
Yeah.
The whole time, though, since Danier's working for you, I'm lecturing. I'm casually, talking about Danier and his enlightenment. And,
Every time you cast it, you're like, Denier, blah, 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 blah. This one time.
not preaching exactly, just well, of course, Danier was.
Oh, that's actually quite interesting.
The more I talk, the more he thinks about driving us into an asteroid.
Yeah, don't say no.
So
Twitch.
we'll say you've been through like a few weeks of travel at this point. And you think that very soon you'll be approaching the point of origin of this disturbance, this location on the map that says Polish. And you can start to see in the distance the faint outline of a planet as the light kind of rims around from the galactic core. And you approach where there is plant life moving from asteroid to asteroid in this thick weave all around you. You see in front of you a barren planet with just rock.
Does any of this look even somewhat familiar around us to what we saw in the book?
Yeah, some of this is like the thickness level of what you've been through that, and you've gone into even like thicker.
Even beyond?
Yeah. Yes.
So is this, at this point, do we have to get out of our ship because it's so thick?
No. Ricky has been a master pilot and has gotten you through some very tight spaces.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you're approaching.
A
Check out this
dead-looking...
dead-looking planet.
Yep.
Okay.
How does it work when we enter the atmosphere of a planet? I'm not saying that this one has an atmosphere, but
Yeah, normally you can feel the air shift and kind of like snap into place as you move through it. It's not like real reality here where we have like, and you're coming through and
We're
it
not gonna
burns
burn
up.
up, so we
No.
could take our scooters in if we wanted to.
You could,
kind of.
yeah. In fact, like that's what they're one of the reasons they're there for is you can take them, park in orbit, and take the aether cycles down.
Do we want to do a lap around the planet first?
Yeah, see if we can find any interesting landmarks. Maybe give us a direction to head towards.
We could try to map. Too, just like general topography.
Yeah.
Did we keep any notes from the cartographer guy? Would have been pretty clutch by now. They're actually taking some map info.
We're beyond anything that we saw in the book.
Yeah, you guys also were very cautious to reopen the book.
Yeah.
You were kind of done.
Let's see. I believe it was
We'd like to open the book again.
Zorlin who had the idea to
Let's
take
do it.
pictures of the pages.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're going to
Oh
take
yes,
pictures
we
of the
haven't looked
pages.
at them yet.
We haven't.
You would have thought we would have.
This seems
Warning,
like an
do
awful
not go
silly.
here. Oh.
This is the first time you guys have mentioned it to me since then. So
You know, that's fair.
Let's brush up on that a tiny bit before we go much further.
As
maybe?
we're circling the planet, hey, you want to look over some of those notes and see if you found anything interesting in there?
Yeah, sure.
okay, yeah,
Like,
it
are they on Zorlin's
describes.
phone? Whose phone are they on?
I think. Was it on Zorlin's or was it yours? Somebody.
I think I may have had the idea, but I think someone else did it. I think it was Zorlin.
I think it was Zorlin.
Alright, then they're on my spell stone.
All right,
Alright, well, hold on. Alright,
yeah, you,
how about I'll just look at the first one in case anything weird happens.
yeah,
If
it's
nothing weird happens, we can all look at it.
yeah, it definitely nothing weird happens. You see it describe the events that took place to you guys more or less, except that it's in like a first-person style biography retelling from the author's point of view and him meeting Quillish and suggesting they go off into a different direction and then and then successfully defeating the enemies that came at them.
With Qualish being a skilled enough warrior to fight as though he were like 4 people.
Well, no, the cartographer didn't really was fairly skilled, but it was Quillish that took up the slack. So it could, because he's such a ridiculously overpowered wizard. Yeah. And then it just goes on talking about this cartographer whose name I have written down somewhere here.
So that was that was it for the Quellish stuff. There's
That
no
was it for the Quillish.
details.
There's other
on-
stuff, yeah, after that.
Okay.
Anaxi Zephyrs, that's what his name was. And he just heads off. He was only staying on the outer ridge, kind of the border of where it starts to get thick enough to walk around in.
Okay. Alrighty then.
But no mentionings of Barren Planet or anything like that.
No, nothing on those pages like that. No.
I didn't even know there were planets in the Feywild. Space. Thought it was all asteroids. Are there any other records of planets being in?
There's no legitimate records of
Anything.
anybody coming back from this deep in the Feywild.
Getting back. Oh. Yeah, so we should definitely be documenting this. We probably should have been documenting the way in.
Sure, we
you
took a
guys
lot of
have you guys
pictures.
have made jokes of doing
Yeah,
pictures
we've
of
been
things
taking
already.
pictures.
I assume you've been
sure.
documenting.
You can see the wiki page on this.
So, with that in mind,
Circling the planet.
Circle Planet. See if we can find anything
Yeah.
of a special interest. Rough ideas of what the topography is, super mountainous, or
Yeah, I guess everybody roll
Planes.
some perception checks. Look at the planet.
What do we see?
Just one.
13.
15 as well.
Just 8. I trained perception.
That is not bad for a 2.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
Oh my god, it hurts.
Oh no, did you bite your lip?
I keep biting the same spot.
Oh, I hate when
that
that
sucks.
happens.
What do you got?
If this terrain is considered mountains, I have an 8.
It's mountains.
Because that's my land chosen.
What do you
for
have otherwise?
6.
Okay. So you see the mountains very well, but not great. You know.
They got mountains.
Gosh.
They have them.
Yeah.
They're there.
Yeah.
They are
We'll wait
very there.
for Darwin to
Oh
rip
yeah,
here.
Darwin's got a roll too. Cookie. There you go.
Sorry, what goodness?
Make a perception check.
Oh,
We're circling the planet.
Okay.
Saving throw
Saw
versus
some
death.
mountains.
Oh man, I am not rolling hard tonight. 13.
Right.
This whole end of the table rolled 13.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten anything but like over a 15. Like
I
12
think I had
rolls.
6. No, was it 8?
It went up to an 8.
Yeah.
I was an 8 and also kind of a 6.
13. Okay.
These
You
were the
guys-
good ones.
You know there's a planet down there. You see some mountains.
Hey, there's a planet.
It's got mountains on it.
Maybe we should head towards those mountains.
Nope. You guys down there.
We see more?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh, good.
You find this like really weird spot. You guys are looking off one side of the ship. You guys looking off the other. I guess.
Looking out into space, apparently.
We're actually looking at the reflection off something else.
And you see that there's this kind of like this indentation that just kind of goes in, and there's some sort of like cave kind of. You notice it kind of like pointing toward like all the stuff there points towards and in, and there's some sort of like entrance into the planet there. We didn't see anything else because you guys were too low.
Can Primey help me?
Yeah, absolutely. We can look.
Good dragon?
Yeah, Primey notices a little bit more. 15?
Two.
Yeah, same stuff. You see, pretty much see the same thing you guys see.
I was hoping hitting
He sees the planet.
the 15 at the 5 mark would have hit that DC threshold.
Right.
Sometimes it's 16, you know, like you gotta.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Buffer zone.
the surface of the planet seems pretty bare and weirdly completely devoid of any kind of plant life.
So you guys pointed out the indentation to us, right?
Yeah. Can I roll to check to see if it's like an orifice, perhaps?
Sure.
Or like the planet is a creature.
you want to do a nature check on it?
Yeah.
No.
If this is some abnormally large critter.
We are staring
It's
at a
spherical.
giant animal's butt.
And unfortunately, maybe I think it is a giant critter's butt, because I got...
Oh, wouldn't Primey help you with that?
Well, I've got a 1d4 to nature checks, but no, right now I'm rocking an 8. I'm not rolling hot tonight. A 9.
I blew all my rolls on flying, apparently.
There isn't anything that looks like it is alive to you here. There's no nature involved.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What is science? No. What would the science or Arcana?
Science?
Yeah, Arcana. You could definitely do some Arcana check. This is weird.
Okay.
We got weird.
I see
weird
Arcana
parallels.
or maybe like, does it look like an asteroid impact or?
Oh, I see that. And that.
Does it look like
So yeah, you
got
can do an
sucked
investigation, like a
into it?
scientific investigation, like to see if you think you can understand how it was shaped like this,
Insight,
or if you
probably?
think it is something. If you want to check for magical
I'm gonna
effects,
check for magical things because I have a higher bonus for that.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I don't. 22.
22. You think that the way that this kind of shape has been formed, that it was done magically, and that it came from the inside.
Exit wound.
Not something.
Not something external affecting it, but something internal affecting it.
So maybe like an implosion, or sucked the like that.
Was something coming out.
Oh,
So yeah, and it just shattered around. Have you ever seen like a bullet exit?
Mm-hmm.
It's like
yeah, exit wound.
yeah, it looks kind of like that.
Somebody ejected the core of the plant. Perhaps.
Oh, how the heck was I do something like that?
Let's go check it out.
And the this is the point of
The map.
origin. Yeah.
As far as we can tell, at least.
Well, ether cycles.
Yeah, let's not risk the whole ship, just in case something weird goes on down
You
there.
taking Droop with us?
I mean, I figured I'd take time.
This is uncharted territory.
I think Droop's on the ship. He's the ship hand. He's not a member of the team in that sort of way.
I think he's fine with that.
We
I
could
don't-
ask him.
I don't think he'd much appreciate going down there, but we can find out what he thinks.
Hey, Drew. Would you like to come with us and possibly die?
Oh wait. What?
Or would you like to stay on the ship and do some more cleaning and stuff?
Are you?
You've learned from Mander.
But I'm asking you. Are you trying to sound threatening?
I'm trying to be earnest with him. Like, this is dangerous. You might really die.
I mean, look at it. That's pretty neat stuff.
Big scary magic happened over there. We don't know what's going on.
I mean, if you guys are going, I guess I could go. I could go with you guys, if you want. I don't understand why I would die.
We don't know for sure. It might be
Well,
completely
we all
safe.
might die.
Another roll.
I don't want to die. Maybe I could stay here with Murray.
If that's what you
sensible.
want.
Yeah, I did want to go, but now it sounds really bad.
We'll take pictures and show you.
Okay.
If we find anything really cool, though, and it's safe, we can bring you back around. Unless we super gotta go.
All right.
Alright.
Let's go.
So, ether cycles it is. I'm going to leave the ship not directly in line of the
Oh,
The exit wound.
yeah.
giant circle.
You kind of want to be in range, though.
Star
of
Killer
it.
base here.
Yeah.
I'm
'Cause
gonna.
in the event something shoots out of it, I don't
Giant
want
worm
ship to
comes
be
out of it.
center target.
That seems reasonable.
Okay.
All right, you guys all head down to the ether bay, don your suits.
I'm bringing a whole bunch of rations with me.
Rations.
'Cause that's a
Yeah.
dead planet, and if we get stuck,
yeah.
we got no chance.
Full
Yep.
venture gear.
All right.
Hurry, Droop.
Show in the back.
Take care of the ship. We'll be back as soon as we can.
All right.
I put Prime in a little compartment and just.
I'll roll for it just to check. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Murray has made you a side cart. Yes! It's a little tiny little baggage cart that the pseudo dragon can kind of fit in. It's not a full on huge side cart that a normal motorcycle would get, but it's a little kind of
It's like a pet basket,
yeah.
but not for pets.
Yeah,
But for
behind
friends.
your guys, but without you guys knowing it, Murray has spent a lot of time with the pseudo dragon, and it just looks very grandmotherly.
Okay,
That's
wait.
awesome.
I check Primy's belly to see if he's getting fat. Then
Oh.
it's Rainbow Murray giving you a lot of snacks when I'm not looking. Nature. That's correct. 18.
Is he getting fat?
Primy, have you been having extra jerky?
A little bit, not too bad. It's a tiny bit.
Today has already been a good day. I've already learned something. You see, I did not think that Mr. Buckman on that scooter could get any more ridiculous than me. I was wrong.
Does he have a little helmet and goggles too?
He does not. He does not.
I put in a formal request.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going full cat dad on this pursuit.
All right.
Seeing a little dragon with goggles and helmet would be awesome, though.
That sounds so cute.
And a scarf.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. All right. So you guys fly out and are going down towards the dead planet, towards the hole in the dead planet. As you start approaching the atmosphere, normally, about the time you hit atmosphere is a quick drop into the gravity well. You don't feel gravity well.
So it's like it has no atmosphere.
The planet has no gravity?
It has an atmosphere. It has no gravitational pull as you get close.
No core.
Not at all.
How could I have it? Well, it's again, not science.
Yeah,
Magic.
it's magic science.
Can I make ether? Would that be some sort of knowledge? Or
That'd be an Arcana check.
can I check?
Yeah, if you want to check on like the magic that is happening here. Yeah.
Good one. Arcana, 21.
21. Yeah. From what you know about how gravity works, first of all, any object large enough has G1 gravity. That's just a property of something big enough to walk around on. So something drastically different has to be happening here for the gravity to be going away. Some sort of something using it as a source of power or
Something that's
Wait a minute.
completely destroyed it.
Wait a minute. I don't feel like a pull anywhere, do I?
That's
like
right.
One direction?
you're only to the ether cycle you're on as a little bit of like locking you into it.
There's not like a black hole someplace, is there?
No, there's no pull.
Oh, okay.
There's no pull.
Maybe this isn't even a planet.
We would have felt that from miles
This might
away.
be-
theoretically.
You remember how when we went into the place where there was the Warforged and it was an illusion? What if this is an illusion? And there's actually something really tiny inside there or something, because there's no gravity right now.
Honestly, I think I'm a little more worried that it might be like that Bullywog station that wasn't a station.
But didn't that have gravity?
It did.
But that was
I'd
like
imagine we probably
celestial
told you about that
doom
station
jellyfish
by
and
now,
stuff.
right?
I'm sure. A little bit.
What?
How it turned out to be like some weird giant thing's baby.
Some space creature
Thing.
thing, yeah.
It was like space jellyfish on Gargantuan scale. Something like that. And somehow frogs were in and around it, like using it as a space station.
Right.
Well, they also healed it.
You're coming down in to the to get close enough to be able to go up towards the rock and of the planet. If you would like to, you're at the beginning of the sweep in.
No gravity still.
No gravity. There's breathable air.
It does have breathable air.
Yep.
Perception checks for the area?
Yeah. You want to? What do you want to do? You're just looking at it.
Look at it, see if I see absolutely anything going on at all with anything in particular.
Me too.
Let's see, which one of you? You've all gone back and forth on me.
18. Is that the highest I've rolled all night?
Ugh,
You want to roll
21.
perception too?
I need
Good
dice.
old Zorlin?
I chose wisely.
Yeah, sure. Whoop, right off the desk. 14.
21.
You, with your expert ranger skills, actually notice some disturbances of the rock and dust in various areas, and you can see that somebody has brushed by a certain spot that someone at some point in time, more than one person, has gone in and out of this space.
I'm going to point them out and be like, it looks like people have been through here.
Yeah. It doesn't look like they've walked, but it does look like there's been like
there's
something brushed by, or
some kind of movement has occurred.
Any
Can I
way of
get-
knowing how long?
Yeah. Can I get any gauge on time?
it's difficult to tell. This because
Everything's
there's
just so stagnant.
there's no broken branches or something that would have like decayed over time. It's more of rocks disturbed, and it's hard to tell how long a rock has been somewhere.
Could I druid help him? Maybe? With our nature checks combined.
Well, if it's a nature check, you're taking it.
Yeah, I'm saying that there's not really any way to tell how long it's been like that. It's been this. It could easily have been undisturbed for hundreds of years, or it could have been yesterday.
How
Just
far
some
away
rocks.
are we from the ground at this point?
How far away do you want to be? That's how far you are. You can be as far as away as you or
I want
close
to
as
throw
you want.
my dagger, my spare dagger, at the ground.
Okay. Yeah.
Just want to see if it like is an illusion.
It clings against the ground and kind of bounces back and spins up.
I go and I pick it back up. Very confused.
Yep. There's definitely
This is
something there.
Not how
You
any
can
of
see
this
the
should work.
dust and rocks that you hit, like coming off, and you realize that they do kind of like slowly settle back down.
There's like a very little bit of gravity here.
Yeah, it's like a subtle breeze. Hardly anything. Plant life,
Let's just drive. Let's go down the hole.
plant life all around you,
Is there any like
Wait,
but
wait.
not on the planet.
Oh,
All out
I
around.
thought you were
like,
going to say on
just-
the planet there was a planet.
Yeah.
Is there any airflow coming from the hole in the planet or anything like that?
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna hold up some feathers in front of me and see if they rustle.
Yeah, there's almost there's almost a slight breeze coming out. Just a very subtle like.
Is it a cool breeze? Is it a warm breeze?
The temperature here is a little warm. Everywhere is a little, because you're in the Feywild, and it's a slightly warmer temperature, very subtly slightly warmer.
All right.
Zorlin, you want anything? Do anything?
He's in a trance.
Zorlin?
Did you want to do?
Fit.
Did you want to do anything?
I'm alright. I'm sorry, I'm a little sleepy.
Oh, it's
alright.
okay.
Yeah, we're almost through
It's all
here.
that turkey gas.
I think.
It's putting you to sleep.
Yeah. It just got into the atmosphere.
Yeah, so in you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
It is almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm thinking that I want to give you guys a little bit of a
Teaser.
yeah. You're starting to go through, and that everything constricts down and gets smaller and smaller until you realize you've gotten to a spot where the Audacity couldn't even get in here anymore. And you're just traveling through, and it looks pretty consistent. And then suddenly up ahead, well, let's see who sees it first. Let's do a perception check.
Please, Darvin. For the
Just
love
for
of
fun.
God. Roll high,
not
darn
me.
you.
17.
5.
11.
No, I chose poorly.
Oh, wait, did you
21.
say 21?
Yes.
Oh,
got
nice.
Get him, Zarlin.
So Zorlin and Nivek notice there is what looks like a dragon's head of some sort.
Right, don't we?
But shiny. And behind that, you guys see, you specifically can tell, there is a little lizard man going ah like this, and and has two of his friends behind him, and they are recklessly flying through this tunnel coming out at you guys.
Like they're running away from something?
No, like they're having a great time.
Oh, okay.
Driving the dragon?
There seems to be some sort of dragon head that comes back off like this. It pulls back like this, and there's some sort of like vehicle thing that they're in. some sort of carriage.
Is this planet an inside amusement park? I'm so down for
They
this.
are not on any kind of rails. That's clear because they are kind of like trying desperately to stay in the center of this tunnel. That's where we'll end it.
But they look like they're having a good time.
They do. They're having a lot of fun.
Okay.
Oh wait, one last thing. Yeah, they don't see you.
Until we are now TPK'd by teenage lizard men.
They're kobolds.
They accidentally ride the amusement park ride into us.
Oh my gosh. Awesome.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Internet, for hanging out with us while we play the Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
It was fun to be your entertainment.
Tomorrow's Oddlot, and there's gonna be an actual chatbot in there that like does
Oh,
like
yeah,
4
yeah.
things.
That's right. We got a new lot.
God, people are gonna find out about us. No.
All right. So until then, goodbye.
Bye.
So coming by.
Later, Briz.